Welcome back to Grim Volume, where we play D&D and have a ton of fun. This is session 7, so if you're just joining us and you haven't watched the previous sessions, go check them out. If you can withstand the torture of the first couple ones. Let's get right into it. As the group of adventurers has been traveling out of Grey Ridge towards Highwall, you guys encountered a very unfortunate scene. The young boy, Jacques, hanging from a tree. And after taking care of that, would you guys camp for the night as it's gotten pretty late, or keep going and try to push through the rest of the night?
No shame in putting up camp, right?
Get a distance away from that and then camp. Probably.
Yeah.
I'd say yeah.
I kind of want to sleep with it.
So you guys travel down the road a little bit, maybe like a mile away from camp. Alright. Well, as you set up camp, are there any specific things you guys do? How far away from the road would you guys camp?
Couple hundred feet.
Yeah.
It's not too far.
Just away from eyesight of the road.
How far away from Grey Ridge at this point?
You guys are like 5 hours away. So like, think about walking for 5 hours.
But we're riding.
Yeah. Exactly.
5 hours of riding.
So like,
Some of us like 16 or like 20 miles an hour or something like that.
yeah,
Well, you gotta count.
So we're like,
I gather
hey,
you're
we're like
staying for
100
5
miles
hours
away.
straight.
you're basically like 100 miles away.
Okay. So we're very far.
Yeah.
I was just making sure we weren't camping like outside of Grey Ridge.
No.
Oh, there's Grey Ridge,
You
guys.
guys,
Let's
are,
camp.
you guys are ways away from Greenwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you guys doing to prepare camp?
20 times
I'm gonna say as we're setting up camp, I'm just gonna go a little bit ways into the tree lines and just start practicing with my mace, trying to get that proficiency going.
Alright. So we're not out there.
I will start being helpful for the group and collect firewood.
Alright.
I'll walk with Andres and collect some firewood.
I'm gonna set up a tent.
Alright.
So, once the fire is set up, I will start cooking food.
Alright. What are you cooking? Anything specific or just using rations?
Create food and water. I mean,
Alright. Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. Anything else?
I mean, the usual alarm spell will go up by the
Alright.
time I go to sleep and whatnot.
Are you guys putting out watches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be nice,
Yeah.
Alright.
I think I'm gonna have Kieran stay up for the first watch, not doing the watch himself, but just being awake for them and then going to bed around the second watch.
Alright.
Roland definitely would have volunteered for the first watch.
Okay.
Ren would volunteer for the second watch to try to be helpful.
And it's already pretty late. It doesn't. It's already dark, so you guys probably be quick in getting ready.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a perception check for your watch.
how many watches do we need? Because I'll take the third one.
You guys could do a third one. I would just save on a little bit of time.
I'll take the third.
11.
All right. It's pretty dark, but you can kind of see well in that, but you aren't super attentive. But nothing happens during the watch.
21.
You're obviously very perceptive, but nothing happens during the watch.
11.
As you watch, and watch, eventually you kind of see the sunrise in the distance as everyone kind of shuffles awake and the noise of the morning wakes you all.
It's with that on your last watch, you would have seen Levi get up a little bit before sunrise and kind of walk a little ways away from the camp.
It's just
She's just gonna keep her on.
Right. Are you gonna like follow him?
No.
Okay.
Just gonna watch.
I mean, I might, because it'll ping me when you leave, I'm pretty sure. So I'll kind of knot in my arm and just get up. And the dog's gonna come with me. I'm gonna go find what Levi's doing.
All right.
A little, maybe stealthily, like just to see if he's up to something, because he's
Yeah, roll a stealth check.
a funky guy.
No.
You said your armor on?
No, not on. Not a good stealth check. It will be under 12.
Well, as you're walking, you can tell that there's someone.
Doesn't bother me. Just gonna go a little ways away, and I mean, once you find Levi, he's just in his like a very just basic garments, and you just see him just working a sweat up, just practicing with his glyph, just like some very like rigid forms, almost like a style that was taught to him before, just like through the air.
Gotcha.
As you see him, he's kind of there, and the trees around him quickly stop as there's this kind of drop off, and there's this large valley beyond him. But you can see it; it's not misty
Okay.
valley that you're used to.
Does the form that he's using remind me at all of like Rygian form in any way?
Make a history check.
That would be a 18.
Not that you can tell at all.
To clarify, when you say not that I can tell, is that I can tell and it's not, or is that I can't tell if it is?
There's nothing that sticks out about it.
Okay, cool.
That would make you think that.
You've been wielding such a blade for practice time, it appears.
Yeah.
Is that from your homeland? I haven't seen people wielding such a weapon that often in this area.
No.
Very well. You like the conversation with other people, but not with me.
I match people's energy.
This is matching very well.
And I will start walking away.
So off we go back to camp. Levi, as you're training, you kind of feel this like vibration in your head, and a message comes to you. Levi, it's Scamus. As you kind of, the vibration stops as you get this message. South of Hosheg Lake, there's a fort. Could be valuable information from the monsters that live inside.
You say Hashir Lake?
Hosheg,
Hashek.
which is a lake pretty much on the way to Grey Ridge,
Yeah.
in between Ravenside and Grey Ridge, north of High Wall, in the Grey Realm. Most of you guys would know that, except for me.
But none of us hear that.
But none of you hear that.
Anything else, 36?
That's it.
Good to hear you, Scanis. I'll check it out. Let's finish up the forms. And then walk back to camp when food's ready.
As would Estrella make food again, or as Estrella starts to like prepare to make food, Ren would walk up holding a bit of garlic. He'd be like, well, I thought since we're all starting on this adventure together, it would be nice to have a meal that was good and special to start things off. So I bought this, and he just hands you garlic proudly.
She'll take it.
Well, my capabilities don't really allow me to add much good taste to the food, so this will make it taste a lot better. This is
Wonderful.
good.
I don't really know what constitutes, because like create food and water is like It's like bland food. I don't
Yeah.
really know what. Like I don't know,
So, like-
bread and.
I mean, yeah, you can have food. It's just not anything special, but with the addition of something to actually, add to your cooking, it would just elevate it from a very, very, very average meal to a
Decent.
decent meal without too
We
much.
went from bread to garlic bread.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which
That's-
is-
that's
that's
like-
a huge
Yes.
improvement.
That's a huge improvement.
We all love garlic.
Yeah. Red's a hero. These parts.
We're gonna make a statue of Ren for this.
Does that use all of the garlic, or is it like a single clove and we have some?
Yeah, it would use, if you're making it for everyone, all the carbs.
Okay.
Roland looks exhausted.
Nice. Awesome.
How does Roland look exhausted? Is it like he's slouching or whatever, or how does
Yes.
he? So he just carries himself with the man.
It's
Okay.
much slower,
Yeah.
with less, just very slow.
Movements and stuff.
Oh, because he's.
I want to try and sneak my food this time.
Want to sneak it?
Yeah.
Like sneakily.
Like sneakily take it and eat it.
And Ren
Make
will
a
watch
sleight
Levi.
of hand.
Ren will watch Levi like a hawk while he's getting his food. I like.
You said
he's
sleight of
like,
hand?
like a crow.
Okay, that's actually not bad.
exactly.
19?
19. You managed to, pretty easily get your food. Well, you wouldn't even.
Like, yeah, I guess I
watch
would-
if You
yeah.
wouldn't even see him grab it. So
Yeah.
you weren't even reminded of that. But as you eat the food, nothing is wrong with it.
I'm just gonna like lean like kind of like in relief against Creed and just like
It's real food.
For once, it doesn't taste like absolute poop.
yeah.
Nice.
It's confirming my suspicions.
Zerena's gonna be like over where she was on watch. She's like sitting and she's kind of like slumped against a tree, and she's just like her mouth's open and she's like sleeping.
She's hungover.
Fell asleep.
I kind of walk over to where she's at with an extra bowl, kind of like kick her foot.
I'm awake.
It's okay. You should probably eat before we head out. We don't want you falling behind. Do you not want the food?
I'll take it.
Would you like a drink with it as well?
And I'm gonna reach into my pack and pull out a canteen. Looks like a water canteen.
Yeah.
What's in it?
If you don't trust it, then don't drink it.
And I will walk away.
She's gonna open it and like smell it.
It smells like green scale ale.
Chugging that thing.
All right.
Chugging it.
You drink all of it.
And then she's gonna like throw it and start like.
Have you? I don't think you've had green scale ale because every time you've asked for like the hard.
The hardest. Yeah.
So this tastes a lot better.
Okay.
It actually has there's like some semblance of flavor to it, and it's really good. So yeah, you chug all of it.
Yeah.
Doesn't burn this time.
Yeah.
Dude.
No,
It's
it
like
burns.
a Baja
Start
Blast of
eating.
ale.
Yeah, that's great. It's like you've been drinking Coke for days and then you get handed a fresh Baja Blast.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
Well, she's gonna be
Actually,
sitting there eating.
Levi just comes up after, just kind of like dapping his head with a handkerchief. Just a little bit. What we got here?
Breakfast.
Yeah, what do we have here?
It's pretty like boring. It's just like bread and
Garlic
some.
bread.
Pretty much. It's like bread and some cheese and like the little flavor that's there is like from the garlic that Ren gave me.
Awesome. Thank you.
As he goes to eat it. If he's watching me, he would see like a slight like.
Yeah.
And your food tastes like broccoli.
No, that won't do. Tap it. Much better.
It was you. Okay.
All right. That's fine.
Levi,
It's so
you'll notice.
Yeah.
Which
I just hold eye contact with you. None.
Not cool, dude. It's a man's food. You shouldn't mess with it.
Why?
I'm gonna kill him.
Anything else you guys are doing before setting off?
I might go like just walk to the road to see if there's like the appearance of any traveled like tracks overnight since we've been here.
Ooh, I'd like to help him.
You take a little hike with Ren following.
Did you sleep well, Ren?
I did while I was supposed to sleep, but while I was awake, I stayed very awake.
That is good.
But I didn't see anything besides the night sky and some bugs, so. Yeah. You looking for trails or?
Looking to see if there's been any foot traffic since we've left the road. If we maybe passed whoever did what they did to Sejong.
Yeah, that was horrible. Yeah. Let's look.
Alright, you guys can either
I'll help.
split it or help. I can help you.
Or what type of
Survival.
check is it? Survival check.
What do you want to
So you
help me?
While they're out, I'm gonna find Estrella. But this was all first.
Did you say you're helping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I should do it.
19.
You check, and there is seemingly no tracks.
Kind of.
This looks not much has happened.
Looks like the only tracks are our own.
Very good observation, Ren. Thank you.
Yeah,
It was a big help.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
So much better than checking.
Bro, just walk back the happy sway.
I also have a small smile.
At this point, Roland would have like mounted onto the horse and is just like kind of laying slumped on it,
Okay.
like against its head.
Get this bro a snack.
You know you when you're hungry.
You wanted to find Estrella?
Yeah, where do I find you? Like in the process, like breaking the camp. Right?
Yeah, she'd just be like putting stuff away and.
Hey, do you mind if I talk to you in private?
Sure.
Just kind of gesture to the side of the camp.
Okay. And she'll just like.
How'd you sleep?
Fine.
Yeah.
Did you sleep okay?
Yeah. Just making sure nobody was listening. Ren was talking to me the other night,
Mm-hmm.
and I just have a question for you.
He talks a lot, but yes. What?
Yeah. Are you his mom?
His mom?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Then let Ren spread his wings. Alright? Metaphorically speaking, 'cause those ones don't spread. But you can't just. I get that he's young, but he's chosen to be with us, and he has freedom to do what he likes.
Yes, and I still intend to make sure he's protected.
I understand. Protection means different things to different people. But if you don't let him get hurt every once in a while, he's not gonna know when to get back up when he takes a hit, a real one.
Well, I don't think I've restricted him much. I've just told him not to antagonize people.
From what he told me, he wasn't doing anything wrong. I think you and Zarena,
The only time I intervened was when he was pushed.
I understand, but from his side of things, it sounded like you were overreacting towards his action.
I can hold that opinion.
Okay.
And she's just gonna walk away.
Anything you guys are doing before heading out?
I'll just spend like whatever, like 10-15 minutes it would be over the course of breakfast, just like continuing like a semi like this is probably a part of my map that's already filled in to a degree, just because I came this way.
Yeah.
But like kind of just like charting some stuff and just like keeping track of some like details, landmarks, that sort of thing.
In free time, Ren would just groom his horse.
Sweet. So you guys spend about an hour after waking up just, eating food and kind of getting ready for your day. If any of you need to, that would be a rest.
Including the full rest?
Like the
Are you saying this whole thing full rest?
The night wouldn't be a full rest.
it would just be a rest.
Okay, gotcha.
So since you guys started out. Wait, including, sorry.
I'm saying, did
including
we get the benefits of a normal rest?
We got
From
the
the-
benefits
from
of
the
a
night.
full rest
From the
at
night?
the
Yeah, that's what I'm
tavern.
saying.
But
from
this
the
is
night.
just a rest.
I know. I just was
saying-
asking if what are you saying this hour of us awake is
No,
another
no, no.
rest?
I'm saying
No, no.
Okay, that's why I was
this-
confused.
This you guys would, if you need it, gain the benefits of a rest,
Okay, cool.
not a full rest.
Let me see how many
You
spells
have all
I
your
use.
dice. You're good. You don't need to change anything. It's all good. We don't need to. Well, not right now.
Anything you guys are doing before heading out?
Now I'm gonna get on my horse and start.
All right. Who's in the lead?
Whoa!
All right.
With me at his side
next
on my
one.
own horse.
I actually
you guys
wouldn't
next?
mind that.
Yeah.
All right.
First
You guys-
one.
I'll be in the back.
You guys
Sure.
all mount up and begin to head south on the road.
I'm gonna ride up to Andrus.
And just as a note for the ride, we'll be looking out for game.
Okay.
Hey, Andrus,
Yes.
you seem like you know where things are, geographically speaking.
I have an understanding of the area,
Okay,
yes.
you know the Hashik Lake?
That ring a bell?
Yes.
Would I just know off my?
Yeah, you passed it on the way to Grey Ridge.
So we haven't. Have we passed it coming back yet, or is it ahead of us?
It's ahead of you.
Rough distance. Day.
Probably like. Probably if you were going straight towards it, it'd be another 100 miles. But if you were to go along the road, it kind of, the edge of the lake kind of gets up to the road in about 200 miles.
So like 2 days.
Well, a full day of travel would get you probably to the side of the lake.
Gotcha.
Yes, it is a lake that comes close to where we'll be traveling past if we keep the full day's pace by the end of the night.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright. There's this tip I got while I was in Grey Ridge. There's an abandoned fort there. Semi-abandoned. Some cutthroats have taken up there, and I think that bounty you're looking for might be a good place to start. So, if we want a little detour, just suggesting that we head just south of that lake.
Unless the group has anything to say, which we'll ask them. I don't see anything wrong with that. It might be good for Headless. You know.
Yeah. For sure. But if we push, we might be able to get there before it's too late.
There's a chance.
Too late? Oh, you mean in the day?
Yeah.
I understand.
As we're kind of like riding the like.
Do we have a sense of urgency for High Wall, or is there room for a detour?
Very scenic.
down for a detour.
Oh my gosh. The most beautiful lake you've ever seen.
Most beautiful.
He
There's some
wants us to
beautiful
go
lakes
there?
out
Well,
there.
the sense of there is a likelihood that there may be a ruin that has opportunities for some of the party to refresh themselves. And,
But he wants us to go there.
well, yes, that is what he
Then I don't want
requested.
to go.
And why is that?
I'll kind of like. We're not gonna be riding and having this conversation.
What's this animosity?
I'm sorry.
I
Why are you
feel?
talking to me?
Well, we're all part of a party,
Oh,
so
you're-
we
you're-
talk to
Oh,
each other.
But not him.
Not me.
Well,
See,
really?
'cause she doesn't like the way I speak to her. She thinks I'm condescending, when in reality, I'm just a little bitter based off of her negative attitude and all of the experiences leading up to this. So,
Estrella's gonna yell
I
back.
feel-
She's gonna be like, "You are condescending." By the way.
yes. But people can put up with
For the
that.
sake of like the same theater of mind, I imagine that like we pulled to a stop and like,
Like a
having a
semicircle,
conversation on
yeah.
the road on the horses.
I think we can all agree that all peoples have their upsides and their downsides. Where true friendship and love comes from is looking past the bad things, helping each other improve,
Yeah. Nice.
and emphasizing the good.
Thanks. Your heart is bigger than most, Steve. I wish everybody had that.
Big hearts reside in
But
small
her heart is
statures.
shriveled to the size of a raisin. So I don't know what can like happen here.
You know,
Even a
that's so
great
sweet.
oak can die when it is not properly watered.
Well, as a note,
I've
I
never
also
seen her drink water.
Zorana, it is of any benefit to your perspective. There's a good chance to believe there may be valuables there. It is an abandoned ruin, for one.
What else is gonna be there?
Just probably creatures of some form. Have you ever been to a ancient ruin or dungeon beyond what we went to?
I don't know.
Well, you'll just start making some
I got
perspective of the world.
I got a tip that there are some cutthroats there.
So Roland could feed on people who
Well,
are.
I wasn't thinking of Roland, but yes.
I was.
he could
I'm
feed.
thinking about
Thinking of
Roland.
yourself.
I think we all should be a little bit.
Yeah.
Personally,
You look awful.
I would like to go there.
No kidding.
Well,
I think.
Are there any objections with a counter offer? Do you still object?
Guess not.
Then
That is not a victory for you.
It is.
Gonna turn and start heading towards the direction.
to the
Large.
fort?
You're wasting sunlight.
I'm gonna follow suit.
does he know the way? Is that kind of right up with the map?
Right now it's a straight road.
You could probably let you know that.
So like turn into the forest.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, as we go west.
We're like, what?
So they're wasting daylight. And turns around.
So as you all begin to pick back up on this road, quickly, within about a half hour, the road kind of takes a small curve as the trees begin to drop off and the road comes down into this large valley, this large field, with tall grass kind of stretching out as far as you can see. You can see about like 100 miles of just, there's a few hills, but it's mostly just flat. As you guys kind of come down this steeper part of the road into this valley.
You said it's tall grass, right?
Like
Yeah.
tall grass, like we can't see through it, or tall grass, like we're on our horses looking down into the grass.
You're like on your horses looking down.
Okay.
It's about like
3 feet tall.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna make a note to keep my perception up on like anything disturbing the grass.
yeah.
Just kind of doing a Russell Crowe.
Yeah. I watched that movie over the weekend.
Yes,
It's
you did.
probably top 3 movies of all time.
Oh.
Phenomenal movie.
But not the second one.
I'll keep eyes out for any like wildlife or anything that's unique to this area that I haven't seen
Yeah.
before.
Keeping our eyes up.
Pretty much immediately as you guys get into the valley, you just see maybe a small snake cross your path, but not much more than that. And quite often there is small creeks that just run across the road. It is a fairly wide road, about like 10 feet across.
Cool.
You're still in the lead.
I mean, unless somebody wants to take drives, but
If during the travel we get to the point where it seems like we should veer towards the lake based off of like the map of my recollection and we don't, I will make a note of it. But if Kieran is taking us the way that I would take, I would let him lead it.
Yeah.
I'd like
I
to.
assume I know the way to the lake.
I'd like to suggest we get a horse sound.
You get what?
A horse soundtrack.
Dude, coconuts.
After a very small amount of time, it begins to ring.
No.
You guys.
Hoods up.
Ichigo.
Every so often, you just get.
Is the road like windy or is it straight?
It's pretty straight. It kind of has small
It's like
bends.
driving up to Bend. Just
Yeah.
But yeah, Kieran would know like the quicker way to the lake, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you've been
Yeah.
this direction. You would know. You would know that the road goes past it, and that if you're going to the south side, it's a pretty large lake,
Yeah.
like a couple 100 miles across, about 100 miles north-south, and that to go onto the south side of it, you have to travel through the wilderness. Also, the fields. Glad that you mentioned Ben, because I wanted to point out that it is very green, as opposed to maybe a very dry landscape. It is this green.
Lush
field.
valley.
Yeah.
I don't know what I
Lush.
I say yeah.
So, like,
I envision like
eagle
wheat almost.
Really?
Well, I don't think of
I'm
tall
Tall
just-
grass,
out of
eagle cap.
I kind of like
I'm just
shoot
lush
a
fields.
ping
Oh,
over
why?
to you, Levi.
I
I'm
got
like-
vibes.
Did you say this fort was on a various side of the lake?
And I turn back to you or towards you and it's like, south!
Okay.
South of the lake.
Alright, don't hear nothing. We'll go head towards the south.
Yeah. I mean, you still would have to head down.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
Did you do that sound out loud?
Yeah. As we're just writing.
He's done it multiple times out loud.
He's losing it.
I think you lost it a while ago.
Well, yes.
is my fault.
Quickly, this road kind of becomes pretty muddy too.
Yeah.
You guys are getting pretty dirty.
Hmm?
What were you gonna say?
I said yeah.
There's crazy bars.
I'm gonna kind of ride over to
Jack.
Cordine, right?
Yeah.
Just kind of. Cordine, have you been this far south before?
No, I've rarely ventured past the foothills of the Arrowhead Mountains.
Well, welcome further deep into the graveyard.
Thank you. I'm excited to see this beautiful lake.
It's polluted.
Hey, thanks, Cordine.
I'm also excited to see the lake. Is it as beautiful as you said it is?
I have no idea.
Yeah. The green.
Oh. Well, hope. Here's to hope.
This time of year,
From
you
hearing
know.
this.
Oh, yeah, of course.
As you guys travel and travel, you're uninterrupted for about the majority of the day. As it gets closer to the evening or the afternoon, you kind of feel it more in the ground, just this like small rumbling.
I'm gonna stop moving.
Yeah.
Up until this point, are we like passing people occasionally, or is it just us on this road?
Yeah, maybe like once every 2 hours,
Okay.
a small like cart
Going the other way.
passes you guys.
I'm gonna look around. Try and
Yeah,
See,
I
there's
will
a
also
source.
kind of try to
What's the hold up?
tell if this is an earthquake or like a stopping.
Yeah, is there
you know?
cadence to it, or
Do you feel that?
No.
No. Do I roll for it?
Make a
You gotta be more specific. Kind of got rain
Survival.
drowning me here.
Survival.
survival? Can I help him?
Okay, that's actually
Or
not
can I
bad.
also make one?
You can help him or make one.
I'll make one.
That's
That
a 10.
22.
Oh. Well, if you're making one,
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay.
22.
22, 10.
10. Yeah.
Um, you kind of can guess that it's the sound of. You can pick up that it's maybe not an earthquake, but more just like people moving the ground or something moving the ground, you know, in the distance.
Great.
Either stomping or marching.
I'm gonna stand on
Or
Creed
horses.
and look around.
Stand?
Yeah.
You can stand on a horse.
There's either a large mass or a group coming this direction. I'm gonna look around.
It's hard
Maybe.
to see far with the rain,
Yeah.
so right now you don't see anything.
Does it
Maybe
feel like they're
random
coming
king guys
from the
invading
road?
faster than
Okay.
we thought.
It means it's near.
Sorry, what?
Maybe random king guy is invading faster than we thought.
Oh, well, I'm saved. So
Oh, Aheen? That would be unfortunate.
Checking.
That was what the name was, right? Aheen.
Yeah.
Speaking of, did anyone see if those two were still in the town when we left?
I think I saw them last in the tavern. Yeah.
I didn't,
Hopefully.
I didn't take it out to check.
Hopefully they make good for themselves.
And Jahar's cooking was
Supreme.
No garlic, but I mean, yeah, it was pretty good.
Shall we proceed with caution?
Yes, keep an eye out. I'm gonna sit back down.
Yeah.
Keep going.
This
Sorry,
is,
there was people that were passing us.
Yeah.
Okay, at this point, Roland comes riding up, and you guys notice that he wasn't really like riding with you for a little while. He seems a little bit more alive.
Would that have been a stealth check?
I'll roll for stealth.
No, don't worry about it. You're out. You guys.
Beans.
Anything else you guys are doing?
I was gonna ask,
Wait, did that actually happen?
We'll see.
Okay, gotcha.
does the terrain look like super soggy, and we wouldn't be able to like spread out a little bit? Because I think Ren would want to like, if we're approaching someone, kind of like veer off the trail a little bit. Maybe not everybody, but some people. Or does it look like we definitely get stuck out in the grass? Like, is it muddy or?
It's muddy, but it's. I mean,
Is it rough
It's not-
terrain?
it's probably not rough terrain.
Okay.
It's not like comfortable to travel through
Yeah.
because it's like wet tall grass that's like
Dude, it's like when you're at the beach with those grass cuts.
Oh,
Like,
dude.
Yeah,
No,
horses
bro.
can
And
manage.
Elephant grass. You ever walk through elephant grass? It's like fiberglass, but worse. That sucks hell.
Should we like maybe separate a couple people apart to like look ahead off the trail?
There's no point.
Keep
in
What's
making
the
that time.
It's just a lot of
I
noise.
say we just continue
Could
traveling.
be a party, man.
Could be a
Or
party.
it could not.
Yes, it could.
All right,
The odds are it's
there we go, and
a
then
giant beast, or at least a group of 50.
Well, it also could be a party, you know.
Or it could not.
Yeah, I'm just saying we don't know what we don't know. So let's see what we know by seeing it. And then know.
If it's a party, I'm gonna be so shocked.
Yeah, because you weren't invited.
You weren't either, numbskull.
if it's a party, they may have liquor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue forward cautiously.
yeah. And about this time is when Roland kind of comes back to the group. Kind of comes riding a little bit faster as he catches up.
Took a piss.
Something like that.
He's noticeably more energetic, right?
A little bit.
A little bit.
He's like, woo!
Before he was like kind of holding on to his horse while riding, and now he's definitely sitting up straight.
What did you do?
Who did you kill?
Passed by like 2 or 3 people.
I feel there's a urgency in the air. Something ahead. Shall we make a plan?
And for your answer,
I would prefer his answer after whatever we take care of later.
So you guys keep traveling.
Yeah.
After not even a half hour, you see in the what?
I just want to strongly suggest that we talk about a plan, but
Then talk.
Again.
No, yeah, you have free will.
You could say so.
I strongly suggest that we discuss what is to come.
Do you see it or something? Do you know what's coming?
Well,
It could be a party.
It could be.
Are you
Oh,
referring to the
Decimals.
sound or to the destination, Roland?
whichever comes first.
The sound.
Wait, that is so detailed.
yeah,
I
Roland,
love
how
that.
about you start the conversation?
Alright, I will take the lead.
Are we? How narrow is the trail?
It's 10 feet.
10 feet.
I suggest the archer follows in suit with first strike.
Oh,
I'm
Is this any
Do
different
we
than what
as-
we've already laid out when we were in the?
Not really.
do we assume that we're to be attacked?
Well,
The last
always
people-
assume that we are to be attacked.
The last people we
Sounds like
passed
unneeded
seemed to be
stress.
alright and weren't a reason to worry.
They
Maybe
weren't riding
they
off
should have
in
been
any
worried.
hurry either.
It's just to be prepared.
I also suggest we break into 2 parties.
Kieran, about now, you kind of see in the distance, just like red flags kind of poking through the mist.
Do I recognize the symbol?
You don't see a symbol, more like just red, like banners.
Okay. Would I
And
know
you
what that
see, you
represents?
see just kind of what looks like people.
Okay. Would I know what the red banner means?
Yes. The New Austrian military.
It's just the military.
The Imperials.
I'm sorry.
No,
yeah.
okay. Yes.
You
So
would be able to assume, due to your time
Yeah.
and experience, that they usually wouldn't be marching with like banners and whatnot,
Yeah.
unless there was a large group of them.
That explains it.
So not like groups of guards bounty hunting,
Yeah.
but just like maybe a new
Just a march.
group of soldiers coming to, you know, protect a city or something.
You can all relax. I'm just doing patrol. I point to like the large group of the Nukri soldiers.
But right now, you know they're New Austrian,
Yeah.
but you can only see just like figures and then like the red banners.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna point and like, explain that. New Nukri banner. Probably new. Launches.
It happens in the valley quite often, to a degree.
Oh, lucky they're not right.
That was just me saying something to the group.
Yeah. Just stand aside. I'm gonna veer off a little bit to the
Yeah.
other way to not get in the way.
The rest of you veer off. the
Yeah.
road.
Sure.
So after like 10 more minutes, you guys kind of get closer and closer, and you see like about like 3 pairs of banners stretching out a large group of soldiers.
I'll intentionally kind of position myself. Like if we're going off the sides of the road, I would position myself so if Roland's here, I'm here to the road. Kind of making like not so much stopping him, but like being like a visual barrier.
Yeah.
To be seen first.
Yeah.
I'll say as we pass the first row, I'm gonna do the Ocarina salute.
Yeah. So as they get like
Yeah.
100 feet away from you, you see there's this horseman in front, and you guys can assume this is about 300 troops.
Yeah.
He kind of just puts up his hand, and all of the soldiers kind of halt. And he kind of hops off his horse. He has this, a lot of armor with a similar red tabard as the soldiers. All of them have it.
Yeah.
But his has this large white section in the middle. So it just has like this kind of trim of red, and then he has a white cape that kind of comes down to like his knees. And he takes off his helmet, which is similar to the guards that you guys have seen in Grey Ridge have kind of like cattle helmets. The soldiers have more form-fitting and then coming to a point helmets, and his just has kind of engravings on it as he kind of takes it off.
I'll walk to him.
Walks
I'll
up.
hop off my horse and I'll walk to him.
You see this man, he's pretty tall and muscular. He has dark skin with a buzz cut,
Yeah.
scars, and he looks a little bit older as he kind of walks up and approaches.
Afternoon.
What do you say, sir?
This afternoon, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
the salute.
Afternoon. You a group of bounty hunters? Or adventurers?
More or less.
Scavengers?
Yes. Passing through from Grey Ridge.
Well, do you have anything to report on what you've seen? He kind of looks, begins to just kind of look at all of you guys.
There's a dead guy back there. You know, probably, I don't know, days ride?
Outside of Grey Ridge. Do you know
Yeah.
Sir Roger?
Yes.
Him and his squire were in Grey Ridge.
Yes, we heard of that, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
What's the news?
Well, Squire was dead, wasn't he?
Yes.
That's the news.
Unfortunately, yes. Odd cut out.
The only other news is that there's a she-wolf in the area. That this was said at least in the tavern board.
Yes. Did you all personally see the body?
Yes.
Doc? Describe to me the wounds.
Was a few lacerations and the heart was cut out.
Various different.
The back of the neck was.
He seemed to have many different cuts
Eyes were really puffy.
originating
crying.
from several different weapons, I would say swords as well as knives.
He was
also
hung. And the back of his neck was specifically
He's
mangled.
got a few tattoos. Good artwork.
And his heart was removed.
Well, there will be retribution. It's clearly the work of Ryan bandits.
No, we killed
Yeah,
them.
retribution for what?
Oh, there will be retribution for the death of Jacques.
Oh yeah. Well, why would they do this?
There's many reasons why Ragans tend to do what they do. He kind of looks at those of you who appear to kind of be maybe Ragan. Some believe they are defending their homeland. Some, they are truly just monsters. But regardless, the power and the might of the Empire will crush those monsters under their heel.
When will you deal with the rest of the Ragans? Once you've killed all the monsters, that is.
Depends what side they pick. He kind of puts his helmet back on and hops back up on his horse.
I'm gonna nod and do the same.
Thank you for your help. Good day to you all.
Good day.
Is it
Tally ho.
your helmet a Ocarina helmet, or is it different?
It's a mask. It's not.
Okay, gotcha.
The rest of the troops kind of just begin to keep marching. The ones kind of on the perimeter, they have spears and shields. The ones on the insides have, swords or some with bows and whatnot, as they kind of all walk past you. And none of them really look at you guys. few of them do. Most of them just look straight.
Fire.
Quick question: would I recognize the head
crazy
gun?
fireball.
Let me get a history check.
Lightning
Jeez.
bolts.
Use this one.
Do it. Just
Okay, that's not do it. History 16.
You didn't know him like personally,
Yeah.
but you know that is Captain Godfrey.
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 Godfrey. Okay.
It's a name.
Alright.
whenever we get past them, like presumably out of earshot, I'm gonna talk to Roland. I get like not subtly, like anyone can hear it.
Yeah.
So Roland, are they gonna run into anything that happened when you disappeared? That's gonna be our reputation now.
I'm not sure what you speak of, friend.
You clearly killed something. You wouldn't be in high spirits.
I'm just
You
worried
didn't.
if maybe they are going to find a small caravan with a couple of dead people and know that we were the last people that came through and think that it was us because it could have been.
I would be surprised if they found anything.
That is
You do.
unfortunately less comforting.
How far from the lake about are we?
You guys are still probably need to go another 50 miles
That's not too bad.
until you reach the point where it kind of meets with the road. You also see in the distance there are, a few more trees, just kind of, and the ground is becoming a little bit more like up and around instead of just this flat field.
I'm gonna push forward now, a bit more relaxed now that the giant noise is gone.
Yeah.
Look behind it.
All right.
Yeah, it's
Well, yeah.
Identify.
In the distance.
You think for
What's
a
the-
military unit they'd learn how to teach them hygiene, but goddamn.
Jared, you would know they've
That
likely
may be
been
me.
straight marching, so they wouldn't have stopped.
Yeah.
Probably since Ravenside.
Ravenside. Oh wow. A bit of ways went.
Yeah. So they've probably been walking for like 3 days straight.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
No.
no, more than that.
Got them some slack. They haven't stopped walking in days.
Oh my goodness.
It's quite the training.
Stench.
Let's pick up the pace a little bit, see if we can cover ground quicker.
What do they do when they need a poop?
I'm getting hard.
I'm gonna ride up right next to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride up next to Kieran.
Oh,
No, I'm really curious.
Dude, they're flanking.
As we're like riding, Kieran, you know a lot about these people, and I know nothing. Can you tell me what's going on?
So, like, the one with the smallest bladder dies. Just like,
Less concerned about that.
it's either they march for 3 days straight or semantics. So, what is it?
Do I know the answer for his question?
For either of us.
It really depends on like who the captain is. But like you probably had times when you had to march for like 3 days straight
Yeah.
or something like that.
Depends on the captain. Some kinder than others.
Oh my god. Not for me.
So what are they?
Have you seen an opposing force?
Sorry, what?
Have you seen an opposing force?
No. Yes, maybe.
The Archucks?
Oh, yes, I know about the Acharks.
You know how they're bad.
Yeah.
People stop bad.
So those are the good guys?
For some.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna sign my quiet. Keep going.
He goes, mask.
Ren, the loyalty between a soldier and his commanding officer is unmatched. Is respectable.
Interesting.
From behind.
From behind. He's just casual.
It also don't tell you what pieces of work each commanding officer can be. So they trick you.
Yeah.
Don't sign up.
Ren's like, I'm gonna enlist.
Do Dude, Uncle Sam needs you.
Uncle Sam needs you. It's
I
crazy.
don't think they'll accept the offer that you're too young either, since you're a bird. You know. So. Bummer.
Probably wouldn't fit the armor.
I'm just gonna
serious conversation all of a sudden.
I'm just gonna lean back and just recall my time in the military now. Just getting a friendly reminder of
It's
the.
like this like bubble.
Yeah, you all see this bubble. And it kind of zooms in as we change to a new setting.
I can imagine it's just like kind of like
It's like this happy music.
a slight smile of fondness as he remembers like his times in battles.
Is that the first time I've seen him smile?
No, he smiled early and during breakfast.
Oh, okay.
That was the first time. If anyone's paying
Wait,
attention.
you
All of
no
you-
one saw you eat. You
Pull
ate
out your
bird.
dream montage characters for this night.
Yeah.
You all brought backup characters,
Okay,
right?
right.
How far is Ravenside from you?
A ways. Probably like the distance that you guys have traveled,
Yeah.
at least times 3, I believe. No, more than that. More than that.
Yeah, I'm just taking like a general estimate from the lake.
From the lake, from the other side of the lake, it's like twice as long as, probably like 200 to 400 miles from the other side of the lake.
Big old lake.
I want to say all of my mileages and estimates are very, very loose. But
We've learned.
Well, my character wouldn't know what a mile is, so. You've got
But
that
kilometer.
I need you to start
Yeah.
counting every step, and once you get to like around 5,000, then you'll know.
Why? Why do you say it like
What did a meter do to you?
Kilometer. You know?
don't.
A
kilometer.
kilometer.
A kilometer.
Oh, that's not the same.
Pressing forward.
Alright, as you guys travel, I'm guessing without reason to stop.
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
Well, except to, relieve ourselves, because we're not in the military.
Do you do that?
I would like to right now,
I piss off my horse.
but I mean, like,
Too bad.
yeah.
While we're walking, Ren is gonna look
If
and
Jack
keep
doesn't
like
know,
watching. He's no longer like looking at anything else. He's just watching the ground to see if any of the soldiers dropped anything.
Okay. It's valid.
All right.
Trinkets.
I'll lock it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I can respect that. The goblin grind.
Well,
I would probably actually do the same thing.
But I'm further in front of you, so I go
He
first.
does it first.
Make a perception check.
I'm
I'm
gonna
also
choose-
moving at a fairly fast speed. So if you do catch something, you're like
Oh yeah, 100%. But it's worth it.
Mage hand.
slides. in
I
the mud.
glisten because he's like a crow.
You said perception. 18.
18. All right.
You see
Over the
people.
course of the next 50 miles, you see 2 copper pieces.
Yes.
So that
Did you like
clove of
dive
garlic
into the
is,
mud, like
uh,
scoop around, like grab
Just
it?
jump down into
Right,
the
no, you-
Shining.
The dedication's unreal.
The way a chicken floats down.
Yeah.
He just breaks.
Just swan dive into the dirt.
Bracelets.
Dude, we got 2 coppers.
Bracelet.
Let me add that to my inventory.
You mentioned looking out for game, right?
Yeah.
The only animals that you see other than like some snakes, you see like occasionally in the distance, you see one on the way, buffalo, kind of in the distance. No. You see birds.
That's
though,
right. I was
so-
looking for trinkets.
Yeah,
so
we're looking at the ground.
I kind of look at it, and I'm
You
about
ba-
to make a
yeah.
make a statement about it, and then think about the fact that one way or another that issue is already solved, and I don't say anything.
Alright, people still need to eat food. Hunt the buffalo.
We get our tasteless cuisines from our lake.
Not quite so tasteless.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
It tasted like garlic.
Just like
It was supposed to be
Bland
special.
doesn't mean
Assume the
tasteless.
problem is
Well, I
solved.
thought you
Bland
liked
just
it.
means
I love this one.
It's like
not
it's like
super.
coffee.
Yeah.
Problem.
Pretty much.
Salt, pepper.
Context clues.
That's all.
As you guys travel,
Adventures don't poop, guys.
They eat crayons.
This one actually does look.
Yeah.
Wait, pause.
Pause.
adventurers have to poop.
Nope, not this one.
Is it like a
You
feat
guys-
that you take or something?
Yeah. Constipation feet.
Oh
It's called crayons,
my
bro.
god.
No, don't put that.
Don't quote him.
Terrible.
Don't click.
As the trees are kind of for this next stretch of the path, there's trees to your left, so on the east side of the road, and you can see it starts to come up, and what's the word? Elevation change.
Who's getting bougie with it?
Starts to get a little bit steeper, and eventually you guys can see, peeking through the tree line, or there's like a few points that you can see. There's like a little creek going through the trees, leading into what you can see in the very distance. It's like maybe a lake, but the road keeps going for a while, and eventually you guys are traveling, and the tree line kind of narrows, and you guys can literally see through the trees this glistening, glassy lake.
I'm gonna slow down slightly and just keep my eyes out for like what would look like a fort.
All right.
And veer off to
The south.
direction of the lake, southern end of the lake, off the road.
So for context, like you're traveling alongside the side of it.
Right. And since it was supposedly, don't worry.
So
about
like
it.
it's
I did my math. You're
yeah,
right.
It's big enough that you aren't just like, oh, let's go around it. It's like you're traveling around it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah.
Like
Trying
you
to get to the southern tip.
yeah, like you barely even notice that you're turning.
Okay, but eventually we do leave the road for that, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Eventually we'll have to.
making sure that we.
There is
justify-
slightly a natural curve, and then you kind of have to veer off eventually.
Cool.
You're not quite there.
Are
yet.
there is there any beaches like along the side of this lake at all? Like any like sand pockets?
Yeah, after a while, there's
I'm taking my horse on.
there's parts where the tree line is thinner and then like thicker, and as it starts to get really dark, you guys kind of get to a point as you get higher where there's a small cliff edge that kind of goes down. You can see there is some like really fine gravel, or not quite sand, but like small rocks,
Gotcha.
kind of down this like 20-foot drop off, and you could actually have a view of this lake, which is just this large glassy lake with trees on the perimeter. You can't even see the other end. You see in the very, very distance just fog, as it's still kind of raining.
I'm gonna hold up and like let everybody pass if they do. Just to like take it all in.
By the way, it's by the time you get here, the sun is like already gone, but there's still a little light as it's kind of dusk.
Based off of the general like idea of the southern tip of the lake, do we have hours left of travel or minutes, like roughly?
In the day,
Yeah.
minutes, unless you want to travel at night.
That's
So it means how long to
like,
the southern tip?
to reach what the southern tip would be. Would it go into like the middle of the night to get there?
Oh, it would be another same length of travel as like the whole day you just spent.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Because
you guys are you guys are still on the west side.
I wasn't sure. I had gathered what you shared as we could get to the location that he shared in one.
What I
round.
said is it would take you
Okay, gotcha.
about
I
a
was
day's
misunderstanding.
travel to where the road kind of meets up with the lake.
Cool.
But it's such a big
Yeah.
lake that like
Yeah.
it's
Cool.
in length. It's probably more like 400 miles.
I'm gonna try and
Why don't we just camp here? The view.
Do we want to move a little further away from the road and
Well,
find the spot?
Yeah, obviously. Just that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I was just about to say I was gonna look for like kind of like a divot or an area around like where the hillside, small cliffside meets the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just like a little enclosure almost.
Yeah.
To veer into.
All right. Past this kind of point, there's the tree line kind of thickens. You can make your way kind of into the trees a little bit, so that the road's on one side and the lake's on the other. Unless you keep traveling for a while, it would just kind of be like you could see through the trees the road, and then through the trees the lake,
Okay.
because it's kind of running alongside.
I'm gonna keep going until someone says stop.
If he goes for more than like 15 minutes, I'll be like, "What about there?" You know.
You guys find a spot.
What about over there between the road and the lake?
It's like that for the next 600.
Someone turn off the heat.
Cook it. I'll get you.
Someone close to it.
Yeah, someone close like silence.
He takes 3 steps, he's there.
Those 4 actually.
Oh, that's close.
Stop.
Mike just got cooked.
Finding Bigfoot.
The bikes are
Coming on
done.
Amazon.
He's found.
Just so you know, the forest here is very. The trees are very close together.
What type of trees are these?
You have a lot of, compared to the Wicked Forest, which is a lot more.
Deciduous or evergreen?
Well, if you let me explain. Deciduous or coniferous, or whatever it is.
Carnivorous.
Carnivorous? No. There was a lot of like maple trees, oak trees, and whatnot. There was a few pine trees. Here, there's a lot more like fir and cedar, pine, but there is still an occasional maple tree or oak tree.
I'll like go up to Corradine. You want to help? I like gesture to my axe.
Of course! Always down for a little spa.
I'm talking about with the trees to make a space for.
Oh, yes, we can do that too. And then spa.
Yes,
That doesn't
I
look
second
nice.
that.
I'll like kind of like go into the trees a little bit, like, you know, push through and that
Yeah.
sort of thing, and find like a space to where like we could clear out to have the wall like
Yeah.
fully around us of tree line.
Okay.
And then just kind of start swinging away.
The spot where we're making camp, how far is that from like the shoreline?
Yeah.
Like, would that be
There's like kind of a drop off that goes
Oh.
down to a little beach.
How steep?
Could
is
I
the
make
drop?
my way down to the
20
water?
feet, like straight.
Could I make my way down to the water? Yeah, like through.
How?
Like you said, that it's a drop off here, but is it like a sheer drop off for miles, or is it like if
From
I
what
go
you can
navigate
see,
down over
you don't
here?
see a spot to just climb down.
Is there a beach at the bottom?
Yes, a small.
You said it's 20 feet.
20 feet. Yeah.
All right, we'll go back and see if anyone has a rope.
All right.
Because I definitely don't.
You want to go down to the beach?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Is it just like silt? Is the side like silt and dirt kind of held together with like roots, or is it like rock?
We're about to
It's-
find out.
It's a mixture. There's like large, rocky portions of it, and then
Okay.
some dirt.
Is there a tree within like 30 feet of
Yeah.
the drop off? Okay.
The trees go right up to
Okay,
it.
I'll tie up to the closest one and drop my 50 feet down. Whoever finds the coolest rock wins. And I just kind of rappel down.
As soon as he gets done, I'll rappel down too.
Mhm.
When we get down there in the water, can we see like fish or anything?
Go straight to the water.
The,
Thinking literally.
the water is like,
Maybe not.
yeah, it's pretty. It's right now. There's not like aggressive waves, but there's definitely like a lapping of just like small movement that has kind of built up because it's
Yeah.
such a large lake. There's this natural little small waves, and so since the water's moving, you don't. It's not like perfectly clear to just like see into it.
Okay. If I spent like a decent amount of time watching, like I'm saying like 10 minutes,
Oh yeah,
could I? Cause
and make a perception check.
Okay.
Just try and find some fish.
Spear.
11.
17 on a perception check to find a dope rock.
All right, you find a variety of rocks. Different kinds.
I collect some skippable ones and then
Acoustic.
one like really like cool.
Give me. I'm gonna stumble on the diamond. Watch me. Just an 11 for
Okay.
finding
11.
fish.
You look for a while, but you don't spot any fish.
All right.
You see a few like tiny little minnows or whatever.
All right. After that, I'll look for a cool rock. Can I see if I find one cooler than him?
Again,
Is that investigation or
I love
perception?
my players.
Investigation or perception?
Perception.
You're a little
26.
You find a really nice like kind of
Can it please be obsidian?
just like a
translucent
Oh, okay.
Agate.
agate.
Yeah.
Can't say that on stream.
Agate.
cut.
What'd you find? I like kind of flex. Mediocre.
No, actually, I'm gonna like put it like behind my back. Wow, that's really cool,
You have this
Levi.
cool brown speckled rock.
I
It's
like
almost a perfect circle.
I like how it has these like little speckles that you almost feel like if it was cooler you could see through them,
Oh.
like if they were translucent. Kind of like this one.
Oh.
Oh, do you mind if I see that?
Yeah.
I grab it and I throw it into the water.
I'm gonna shove you in the water.
I'm
gonna try. I'm gonna try it. You said strength?
Jeez.
Opposing? Alright.
I'm watching over the edge.
Yeah.
See what's going on.
You get advantage since it's a surprise.
Thank goodness.
If I was in the
Athletics
situation,
or
straight hands, bro.
strength?
My cool rock gone.
You're not gonna do a backflip to avoid.
No.
With a -1,
Athletics, I said.
a 10.
I also got a 10.
You guys just have this stalemate.
I start
I'm
splashing
gonna-
water.
Yeah, you
into
guys
him.
both fall in. You just grab him and just you guys both fall in.
It's like the classic push, grabs the wrist.
Yeah.
Sploosh.
As you guys kind of can hear, just just messing around.
They're gonna be like, someone's dying.
My rock's cooler because I have it. All right.
Do you still? No. Tries to knock it out.
No.
I'm gonna yell from up there. I'm gonna be like, "Get him, Ren!"
About time you took a bath.
Did you know soundtrack?
Dang.
I smell great. Yes, I do. It's canon.
Is it?
It's actually.
Well, maybe great smells bad to Ren.
I'm just wondering. How loud their voices
I
are.
don't have much of a nose
traveling
left.
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Get mine, bro. Mine.
Question. Can I use my sword as a saw?
Oh my gosh.
I actually love that.
Huh? I mean,
Because
It
it's
would be
like
very
loose
effective.
blades. Go like.
Yeah, it would not be super effective because that's not how a saw
It
works.
would look also probably dull.
Saws have teeth that grip onto
You can start biting.
wood.
the
Like,
tree.
grip.
Hey, he knows all about
With
it.
one
I
head.
do work
With one job.
exclusively with saws. I mean, like, I don't
he knows
really
about
use
trees,
any
guys.
He knows about the quality of my saws too.
Yeah. What? Oh,
That one.
yeah. I mean, you could.
I
probably
can't
chop
really
them
chop branches with it. It's got like looseness.
down. I mean, yeah, you can because when you swing, it's still like
Yeah.
flat.
A sword.
Alright, well I'll just help them chop branches with it.
Figuring out like a
Great
15
sword.
by 15 like area.
My scimitars aren't built for this.
Is your bag of holding on the outside of your clothes?
Oh no.
What?
Yeah, it is.
While there's like roughhousing happening, he's gonna try to like snatch it as a gag.
Go ahead.
Would I have to roll for that?
You just have to be my
Or-
passive.
Yeah, you gotta have to probably do a sleight of hand check.
He's not even like trying to be
Instantly just fill it with
like
water.
Oh.
stealth. I'm not trying to steal it.
Oh, would
He's
you try
being-
to avoid that?
I'd avoid that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dex off.
Yeah, make a little dex off.
Natural one. Never mind. It's fun to last.
You just completely miss.
Falls back in the water.
Nice try, bird brain.
The way I instantly just
Fair
fill
enough.
it back with water.
Just dumps it.
Didn't touch my stuff. It's not water repellent.
You touched my stuff first.
I understand because I was
Stuff it over
faster
there.
and better.
I was better because I had a better rock.
Okay, well, where's the rock? Exactly.
Jack, does the middle of the lake look a little more still than the like shore?
We're roughhousing.
From what you can see, right now there's still like rain kind of hitting it. So you would assume so, but you can't really visually see that.
Okay.
For the record, it's still not like super cold. I wouldn't say. It's not particularly cold.
I would like to attempt to use my wings and go kind of out farther over the lake and use the light cantrip to see if there's any way I can like illuminate the water to see if there's fish in the water.
I'll watch.
This
intrigues me.
Just saying, water like hitting the or rain hitting the water
Yeah.
would make it ripply and hard to see through.
Yeah.
Like,
You also just dip your
would you
head
put
in.
the light underneath the water?
I would attempt to. It doesn't say I can't.
Okay.
You can use an object and drop them.
Mm-hmm. So I can
activate,
do like a
your wings
a
and you
rock.
fly over and put. As you put the light underneath the water, you kind of can see the the shadow of some fish, like bigger fish, smaller fish, kind of like leave that area. So there are fish in the water,
Hmm.
and there's the big ones.
How far can you fly?
I have a minute. I know.
How far above the surface are you?
Not that far. I only want to be like a couple feet above the water. So if my wings are gone, I'm just gonna swim.
Yeah.
And I'm not that far from shore either.
Yeah.
Will you let me just like attempt to like shoot, like if there's like a larger shadow that I could maybe follow a direction
Yeah.
where it swam off? Just attempt
Yeah.
to like, I'll like conjure my bow and try and shoot it.
All right. As the fish kind of flew, you're just gonna try to shoot into the water, try to hit it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Make a attack roll with disadvantage.
You got this. You archer.
We believe in you.
Go Cupid.
There's kind of this thing where
This will have
arrows
to be a
hit
height.
water
Yeah,
and
height.
kind of just stop.
Luckily, she's not using arrows.
They're special. Ooh. Yeah, that's definitely not hitting anything.
Not special enough.
Dang.
Yeah, with disadvantage, that really sucks. 8. Yeah. Can I try
I
again?
think Sora likes lakes.
As you
Sorry.
shoot,
She's
does
attacking
your
the lake.
arrow have like light from it?
I would say, yeah. They
As
look
it
like
kind of hits
shooting
the water,
stars.
it definitely even more so scares away like all the fish.
So there's really.
I mean, you could try to do this, or you'd have to wait for the fish to like come back and not be scared anymore, take the light away and everything.
How many times can I?
How long does your wings last?
A minute, so I would make sure to
Yeah,
not.
you realize
stay
that
out there
your
too long.
Wings don't have too much longer.
what?
You're trying to get back to
You said your wings
Are you
like
doing
glow and like a kind of like spectral, right?
Mm-mm. They just look like feathered angel wings.
Angel wings better? Wait, hold on.
Depends on who you ask.
Bet you're jealous, huh, Ren?
Mostly,
Because flavor.
angel wings are depicted as that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
there's
It's not-
circles just of
They're the
eyes.
whole canon for that, though.
No, but they are spiritual circles
But
of
when
eyes.
someone
just-
says angel wings,
Yeah.
yeah,
you're like,
there's a vision that pops up.
What about like metal?
Have you guys seen that movie,
X-Men.
Angel Wings?
We're talking about X-Men.
Yes. Dude, yes. The real ones, no.
Have you guys seen that movie in X-Men Apocalypse where the
That was
angel
a
has
TV
metallic
show.
wings from Apocalypse?
3
Nate.
Nerd
bippity
alert.
boppity boo, you're out of the stew.
Nate.
Okay.
That was a
Is
box
there
office
like
fail.
a portion close where it's not like shore, it's just cliff into lake?
Not really that you can see
Okay.
close.
Alright. Well,
It seems like the shore has kind of like, or the water has like eroded parts of the shore that maybe it used to be
mm-hmm.
like that, and now there's like more shore with.
Well, that's
Yeah.
scuffed. Alright, well, anyone watching
flowing
this is gonna see her kind of like get a little like miffed. And then she's gonna take like her astral bow and just like chuck it at the water, and right when it hits the surface of the water, it's just gonna like kind of fade into like stardust. It's not gonna actually disrupt the surface of the water, it's just gonna like.
I'm gonna turn to make a stark remark and then I forget that you already left.
How cold is the water plus the rain?
I mentioned earlier that it wasn't that cold.
Okay, Zorena's gonna go down to the lake,
Yeah.
down the rope, and she's gonna try to get like kind of far away from
Yeah.
where this is happening.
Yeah, as you're kind of walking away, you see Estrella frustrating to throw her bow into the water, and then her wings disappear and she falls into the water.
Oh,
About like 20 feet off the river.
That's crazy. Nice.
she's just gonna be like,
She's just,
I would gracefully dive.
oh yeah, you, and you just go.
Because I would.
And then
be
she
able to tell
grabs
what
the
my
fish
wings
with her
are.
teeth and swims back up to the top.
That's crazy.
She goes, got him.
so Zorena's gonna walk like kind of far away, and she's
That's-
gonna make sure like no one's looking,
Alright.
and she's gonna like take her hair out, and it's pretty long.
Yeah.
It's like past her butt, and she's just
Like a
gonna start,
foot?
like washing it.
Well,
Um.
3'6", so.
So
2
she's,
feet.
Past her butt like a foot.
Stop bullying.
I'm sorry. Continue. I'm sorry.
this is flavor purpose, people.
I want to hear it again. I'm sorry.
Again.
Not again.
No, say it louder.
Just everyone. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, she's just gonna like, she doesn't want anyone to
Yeah.
look at her like that, but she starts washing her hair really quick.
I'm gonna say as Estrella's like going, I'm gonna stay on the edge where the rope is, maybe like 10 feet away from just sitting on the cliffside watching them, waiting for Dumb and Dumber to get out of the water.
Dumb's climbing back
Um,
up.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for the air to be cleared. Then once it does do clear, I'm gonna start heading down. I'm gonna start just bathing.
Alright.
Yeah.
Classic. Like taking all your clothes off, just bathing.
Yeah, just standing next to the beach and just
It's
doing
really,
the
it's
washing off the blood.
Mulan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Just
King of
washing off the
Rock.
blood and stuff.
Yeah.
Just the dirt and grime that's been building up.
How long will it take for us to be done with what we're doing?
I don't know how advanced you guys are trying to make
What I'm
it.
doing is the vision that I'm having. He could add to it if he'd like to. Is just a circle of 15 foot area just cut down so that we have space to be.
Yeah.
I'm not unproving stumps or anything
Yeah.
like that, but just like chopping the trees down so that there is space.
Yeah.
And if there's a bunch of fallen branches that come from that, maybe just affixing a very
Yeah.
loose rain cover
Yeah,
over it.
that takes you guys to do it very roughly, 45 to an hour.
Cool.
Estrella's gonna sulk
Killer.
on the edge of the.
Kind of.
Alright. You just see Kieran bathing. He's just in. Or no, you wait.
I'm not
until-
looking.
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
I'm also in the dark.
Well, I mean, if
Unless
you're
you have,
sitting on the edge, you can't really not see.
I'm
Well, I'm not
I'm
gonna
just
look.
I'm just like
Well,
standing and skipping the
I'm-
stones that I collect.
I think I'd stand like at least like 80 or so feet away, so that people with dark vision won't be able to like see me like in here.
I can see.
He can see. He can,
Andrus is like, Kieran!
And just is locked in.
He's
He's not
getting
even
moved
there.
away.
Cutting up
I'm not
trees,
down
though.
there yet. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 skips.
Nice.
1 skip.
Yeah, you're not that guy, bro.
2 skips.
Gordine, is there any more here that you think that we must do? Or is this sufficient?
I think this is satisfactory, yes.
This has worked up quite the stench. I'm going to go clean myself for the first time in a minute.
Not a bad idea.
I'm gonna kind of follow the same path that has now
Yeah.
kind of just been like created.
Yeah.
Go down and start like bringing off some of the like plate and like gear and well, I guess it's splint, but you know like the armor,
Yeah.
derobing and stuff like that. To pretty much like just having the trousers.
Yeah.
And go off. See. Zerena's that way and Kieran's that way.
Are you coming down the rope?
Yeah. This is after I come down the rope.
Okay.
Would
Stra
you-
already left. If you're looking for her.
Is she there? Are you like
I'm like on the edge at the top, just kind of sulking.
Yeah.
quite observant? Good job. I'll like head to the right, kind of in the direction where Kieran went. Not to him, but like
Yeah.
that way. Are you
I'm just gonna walk straight into
in?
the lake.
Love it. Gotta love it. I'll just kind of like
Clown prime.
the ropes, like the way they come off is like the type that come off the side, like kind of rest.
Yeah.
And I'll go in and just kind of like clean myself off. If you're still within like 20 or 30 feet, my back has 2 massive gouge wounds. Probably you could put your hand into them and like it would be flush with my skin, and there is a bunch of like scarring from whipping and like lashing as well.
You would see a little tattoo, like probably between the shoulder
The tramp
blades.
stamp.
Like between my shoulder blades of like gear, the sword going through the top,
Very cool.
and it also has that similar. So you know, like when I do my horse thing, like the gears,
Yeah.
it also has that where it's just like fractaling gears that kind of shift as I move.
You want
Is
me to
that
see
your
Kieran?
marking as the dagger?
Not exactly. I acquired this when I spoke to the statue.
Ah. And it is not this Kozak,
No.
yet affiliated?
In the same realm, yes. It's very similar goals. However, different. Their ideals do not match up exactly.
That is typical of deities.
Yes. However, their power does vary greatly.
Do you not have a sense of conflict with this split that is now your worship? Skozek or whoever else the other one is, do you have a name for it? Do they not envy the other?
Their goals are similar enough, and my duty is in the same realm. Kozek wishes for me to cleanse the world of these backtrackers. However, this new deity has broadened my vision.
Has your new deity identified himself to you? Or itself? Or herself?
They have not. They have simply given me a mission and the power to achieve it.
Fair enough. If I'm not like making a point to try to like be splashing around a ton, just like, you know, necessary to like get clean. After I kind of accomplish that, I'm gonna wade further into the water, probably up to like neck height, to try to like get to a bit of the deeper portions. And like if I sit there for 10 minutes or so, do I ever feel like movement in the water of fish or anything like that?
I mean, you're not like fish rubbing up against you.
No,
you
but
do
like
feel kind of like it's there's already a natural current coming, yeah, of like waves kind of
Oh, okay, gotcha,
hitting
gotcha,
the-
gotcha.
so that you feel like water kind of moving that way and then kind of coming back.
Dude, if the lake takes you 400 miles to get around, it's definitely gonna have its own.
For sure. I'm going to just kind of. Would it be possible to maybe, I don't know if this is a possibility, but like through like a sense of nature, like try to find a pocket of space where fish might be more prevalent in? I'd swim. But I know swimming would also cause problems. So I'm trying to like just be still in the water and like kind of like treading lightly.
Trying to find a pocket of like the.
Well, like when you go swimming in a lake, it's not hard to like kind of stick your head and like be like, oh, there's fish over here, or stuff like that.
Well.
It's not going to change too much of what I do. I'm just curious if there's any more zeroing in I can do.
Sure. Make a survival. Make a survival.
Boys in the water.
You almost got me with that. Survival check. It's gonna be pretty middle ground. 9.
You are.
In that survival check, in that moment, I don't know if I've gone out super far, but what is still on me on my trousers is I kind of like pull out this like gear, like pocket watch that kind of like opens up, and just, like these like fractals start turning, because I would imagine that there might be some similarity in what that magic looks like to what you find yourself using sometimes. And I don't like try to conceal it or anything, but I'm gonna use that to reroll. 10.
Nice.
Okay. Well, I'll kind of like curse under my breath and just reach out my hands and sequentially cast Shatter over here and over here in the water.
Wow.
Okay.
Piranha.
Like dynamite shooting.
Chunks of like.
Well, it's not explosive, it's thunder damage, so it's like shockwave.
Okay.
That's
clever.
How far has that traveled?
Might be.
You just killed Estrella.
No, I'm in the water.
God, I'm literally like
How wide is
on the
the
top of the
Shatter.
Oh, that's there. You went back up.
Shatter is a 20-foot like sphere. It's a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
So
You're casting it twice.
like one in this zone and one in this zone.
How far away from you?
From me, 40 feet.
Okay.
I know that will create like a big wave of like, you know, I'm preparing myself to kind of like glide over it.
Yeah, okay, you cast, and then 6 seconds later, cast.
Still not sure.
Alright.
Cool, and then I'm gonna go swim over to that area and see if any fish have floated up to the surface and
Alright.
collect. Or any forms of life for that matter, because they're maybe not fish.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
No. It's tragic.
Actually, river otters are terrifying.
I want to
so.
make a note that I'm gonna make a little small like
Stress.
divot in the sand, big enough for me to sit in with my neck level. And I'm gonna activate my celestial revelation and have my heat radiate the little pocket of water for me.
Wow, that's cool.
I was making his own hot spring.
Yeah.
You kind of swim over that area, and there's like a few little fish. Seems like most of the big fish have left. You can assume from a lot of the activity going on in the water.
I'll collect the little fish.
Yeah.
While they're all doing that,
Like,
was there
maybe
any
like little
point
ones.
where we passed like a waterfall running in down to the water,
There's
anything
a
like
river
that,
miles away.
up at like along the path?
way down the path? There was maybe like I mentioned there was a little
Or,
river.
like tiny, even just like a small waterfall with like a.
You can look for me.
Any form of
Okay,
shower.
I'll go back up to the trail and start walking up and down looking for it.
Make a perception check.
I'm gonna start cooking dinner.
Perception.
All right.
Perception.
I
Okay,
didn't
11.
cast anything, so you're using rations.
11.
11. After a while, you don't seem to find anything close enough that you wouldn't want to walk too far. I'm assuming
No.
it's already dark.
Yeah.
You don't see anything.
Is there any like sort of like grass or anything?
Yeah, there is.
Okay. I'm just gonna like dig with my hands next to a tree to make like a puddle, and then bring everybody's horses over, and start like watering them and stuff.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming it's raining hard enough that the puddle would like start to fill against the tree.
There's
It'll probably
trickles
take
of
me a
water
while.
like running down the side of the road.
That's what I was looking for. Yeah. So I'll like dig
Not
off
like
of one of
I-
those.
I assume it sounded like you were talking about like water running off the cliff.
No, I mean like just down the road,
just
like
like
across
running
the
through
road.
a creek.
I just need a spot where I can dig like a hole.
You can do that. Yeah.
Diggy hole.
Yeah, I'll bring everybody's like horses over that hole.
One track.
Zorena's gonna get out of the water and start rebraiding her hair.
All right.
Levi's gonna start drying the wood using prestidigitation to get a fire going.
All right. Anyone else doing anything?
That's at the top, right?
Yeah.
At the top.
At the top.
Okay.
I'm gonna start climbing back up to get to the top.
All right.
You just watch me see some shit.
Any of you? Are you guys kind of after doing all your separate things, gathering back?
Yeah.
I'm still in that tub.
All right.
All right.
Bougie.
Everyone else.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna use
I'll gather
Can't
some
just-
stuff from the shore and
All right, you guys make a fire, eat your food.
As you guys noticed, it's just like rations, like like quick, like bread that doesn't spoil easy, or like dried jerky.
Yeah.
But as you taste it, it tastes like some really like well seasoned like venison, or like just the best garlic bread you ever had. Just like really really flavorful for the amount of seasonings that are available.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll like find like a few small sticks, spear those 3 fish, and then just like kind of put them over the fire.
If anyone is bored with the cooking, I can always change it up if you like. Like
No, this is phenomenal.
Yeah?
Fantastic.
You want lamb? Take a bite. Tastes like lamb. You want chicken?
But Kozak.
This is take another bite.
By Joe. Yes.
You should open a restaurant.
Right? Just will things taste the way I want it to.
Estrella is still sulking now.
Yeah, she's just upset. Upset.
I'm gonna go over and just sit next to her.
Hey,
Not say
Kieran, you
anything.
want to try some food I made for you?
I'm ways away.
Okay,
So I was like
some
80 feet
food.
away from
Yeah,
the.
he's like 100 feet away from you guys.
But I'm not gonna say anything.
And nobody touched this plate.
After the fish have like grilled up and they're on the way, I'll bring them over to where she's at. I only was able to get these.
I would rather have that. I'm gonna like, not in a rude way, but I'm gonna push away the food that you gave me and take the fish that Andrus made.
She's gonna get up and walk away.
I would rather have real food than, fake flavor.
Well, I think this is delicious.
I'm sure it is.
I'm just gonna say it for a note.
You get
Kieran's
this
gonna stay in that bath.
Tastes
for a
like
while.
cherry pie.
What?
Just say for a note, Kieran's gonna stay in that bath for a while. Just think to himself.
Yeah.
I'll still be out by the horses.
Is Roland killing something? Like, where is he?
He's with the horses, I believe.
Is he
You
killing
see
the
where they
horses?
all are over there.
Is he trying to kill them?
No,
I
he turned a
doubt it.
leaf a while ago. It's not anymore.
Was that probably because he killed someone? Is that really turning a leaf?
I mean, no, but I don't. He wouldn't touch horse meat. Right.
Like in general, or your horse?
I'm gonna go find him.
Estrella's just gonna lean on Andrus.
Oh.
Not in like a romantic way, but just like, I'm tired and I'm sad.
Sure, bro. We believe you.
I ship it. I ship it.
There was already rumors, so I'm making sure
Alright.
that I cover my bases.
Double down.
here.
Alright, sus. Anyone do anything before you guys head to sleep?
I kind of like push through the trees and find wherever Roland's at.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
I feel isolated.
Well, why is that? Is he surrounded by horses?
No.
You
The rest of our party does not understand.
Yeah, it's true. I don't fully understand myself, but I think I accept you for now.
I will take first watch.
Aren't you curious about, your circumstances?
We're taught to follow orders, not ask questions.
Yeah, but all those people are dead. Only you were left.
I will get to the bottom of it eventually.
But what comes after that?
Now I will continue to try to avoid the body.
Hey, you know I'm here if you need anything.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Roland kind of like pulls off the hood and the eyes like fade. And he's like turned away from you.
Can you... I know you can't taste anything, but can you taste them?
Not in the same way.
Turns my stomach.
Like I said, eyes lift.
I'll take some of them back. I'm gonna grab a few of the horses by the reins and walk them back.
Zorena's gonna try to find a tree that has a big enough hole that she can climb in.
Big hole
That's
that she can climb
crazy.
inside.
Yeah. Do you think there would
Make
be?
make a little perception check.
Make a pine check.
There's like a bird in there.
Well, she wants to get out of. It wants to
Yeah.
try.
I mean, there was a crude canopy, but
A 3.
3, no.
She actually gets stuck in
No.
How well is the tree cover in addition to our excess branch coverage is doing to keep this area like semi-dry from the rain?
There's just like more concentrated rain, so like it's dripping off specific parts
Sure, but it's not
pretty
like,
aggressively. So there's like multiple points inside this canopy where it's just like like
Small streams.
Yeah.
small streams.
Okay, but it is doing a portion of like keeping
Yeah,
it.
there's
drier.
it's still wet, but it's
Yeah.
not like you're getting directly just rain on top.
Perfect. And as a note, there is like a little hole for the smoke to like.
Actually, seeing that it's like still like dripping in certain spots, I don't know if it would work, but I'm gonna try anyways. I'll cast Overgrowth, so it makes all of the plants become thicker. I can choose the areas that aren't affected, so clearly
Center.
where we are, and then everything 100 feet out from that becomes overgrown and rough terrain. And I'd like to imagine that some of the overhead coverage becomes thicker too, so
Yeah.
maybe stuff isn't dripping through.
So you make the canopy other than the middle, maybe where the
Yeah.
smoke is,
Yeah.
just very thick, so that it's kind of even more so concentrated.
Yeah.
Some druid stuff right there, bro.
And you just like make that.
He would actually be kind of goofy about it because he's got his staff and he's trying
Yeah.
to figure out how to use that all. So he's like walking around and like holding his staff up, and the plants
Yeah.
just kind of overgrow in that area. He's like, "Oh, sick!" And just kind of
Yeah.
walking around doing that.
All right.
It's a kid with a like match. Just
Yeah, he's like, "Whoa, look, it burns!" And then at the end, he'll just kind of like set it down, and you can see the perimeters start to overgrow.
yeah.
Horses aren't dead.
That's good. Is Roland? Well, he already was, but
What, dead or good?
is he good?
Yeah, he's alright. Is Kieran not come back? Food's still here. It's gonna get cold.
Kieran's not back.
I'm gonna walk it down to him. I'm gonna grab his plate and go find Kieran down by the lake.
Real quick before you do that,
Yeah.
Kieran, earlier,
Yeah.
as you were kind of laying in this hot bath that you made yourself, you found this overwhelming sense of peace, comfort, and almost in a way where you totally believed it and you lost your ability to fully critical think of what appeared to be maybe whatever person that you have the most like love and affection for seemed to appear in front of you, just kind of in the water, just cleaning himself off.
Well, we don't know who it is.
Yeah, I know. Rolling.
Yeah.
Just kind of washing her hair in the water.
Bones and all.
Kind of moving
you
farther
finna
away
die,
into the
baby.
water.
He's gonna get out and
Yeah. And then she kind of goes into the water and begins to swim out into the lake.
wait.
You gonna swim out into the lake?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. As you kind of swim out, you're kind of following.
Odysseus looking at.
What?
Odysseus looking at.
Nah, Odysseus would never.
That's true.
Yeah, make a wisdom.
You really kiss?
Get in the wall. Yeah, it is.
So wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
It's not horrible. 14.
14. Yeah. She kind of stops and beckons you. Kieran, come. Just keep swimming.
I like to imagine he doesn't see water. He sees the fields of
Yeah.
of Get Hill, and kind of like runs to the grass towards us.
Yeah. As your mind leaves this place of, you know, well, it's gloomy here, but it's not terrible.
Yeah.
But it changed to this place of absolute beauty as you're running through this field. As you swim farther and farther away. About now, Levi, coming towards the shore.
Hey, Kieran, some food for you.
You don't see him there. And
Kieran, just kind of let the plate clatter.
Yeah.
Buddy.
I would say you see my armor and swords so right next to the little spot where I was bathing.
Okay, just kind of look around, like
Yeah.
see, like around where he set his stuff
Yeah.
down.
Make a perception check.
17.
17? Yeah, you don't see him.
Take off my armor real quick.
Hey, Kieran! Just call out across the water.
Can we hear that?
Echoes out. Yeah.
What is that? Is there like a sense of like confusion or like
Just confusion.
urgency?
Yeah, most confusion.
I'm gonna climb down.
Alright.
Go see what's going on.
Is there any
I'll go to the
disturbance in the
overlook.
water?
There's natural waves, like I said.
Yeah, okay.
What do you see, Ren?
I'm at the overlook, just kind of looking over, trying to like
Yeah.
get a good
It's
roar.
Bird's eye view.
No.
Yeah, bird's eye view. And I will give myself
This-
advantage
Well,
with
we
the
had a
Kenku thing.
I just grabbed a
Natural
rock.
20 and a 19.
Damn.
Nice.
So 27.
You see kind of out in the distance what looks to be like movement in the water. Kind of like a ways out.
Well, it's probably not him, but way out over there, there's some movement in the water that doesn't look like the rest of the water.
I'll kind of like grab my axe and
Yeah.
shield without my armor because it's not
Yeah.
on. And kind of like walk over to see if I see what he's looking at. I got 300 feet of dark vision.
Are
Yeah.
you guys down by the shore?
No, we're up.
We're up at the
Yeah,
top.
I
Also
am
looking with you.
Mhm.
I can go check it out. I'm gonna climb down, and when I get to the bottom, I'm going to summon my horse, and then just start riding down.
Alright.
Oh, I
Dude,
forgot
first
about
off, do I see anything like a shape
Hey.
of what he's making?
You
out?
can kind of see what he's making out. Or what he's pointing at.
Yeah.
As I'm going by,
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna
I'll
Legolas.
follow you down. You guys start galloping away,
Yeah.
and as
I'm
I
like-
run after you, the water turns into ice sheets
Wait,
as
is
I
there
run on
room?
it. I'm gonna just cast
Oh.
shape water
Oh, I'm.
because it's an
I'm
instant
small.
action, no
Hop on.
concentration.
It takes 6 seconds.
Stand on
You can't do it
Gotcha.
multiple times.
But it's a 5 foot cubed amount of water I can affect, and I'm spreading it out to make a sheet of like
It's a
steppable ice.
5-foot cube. That
Okay, well then I
area.
won't run. I will just walk.
Does it have? I know Mold Earth says you can't have multiple instances of it. Does it have a limit to how many instances?
You can have.
But he can't.
Like, can he leave a trail, or is it
No,
just
he can only
that's
do
what I was asking.
a 5-foot cube
I
at a
can
time.
do. I can do two.
Two 5-foot
Two
cubes.
5-foot cubes at a time.
Ren is going to like clumsily like follow you and like be really close to you.
All right.
Me, Dean, and Zarena are all on his magic horse.
That's kind of close.
I'm
We're all
holding.
riding
I'm
out
holding
there.
Dean by the waist.
I'm just like literally standing behind Levi, hands on his shoulders.
Hey, don't strangle me.
She just kind of like
Hands
grappled it.
Just
Zach, I'm gonna say that wouldn't work. You'll be able to freeze water, but it's not like you will have proper balance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like moving water, and you wouldn't be able to like stand on it
Okay.
securely. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
I mean, like, I don't agree, but I'm fine with that ruling.
well,
Because
it's like
it's 5 feet tall, 5 feet wide. So if I just make it 2 feet tall and 5 feet wide, that's a counterbalance.
but it's in moving like water.
Yeah, but the
It's-
water's not like.
This
Is
is
it?
DM.
Dude, on a
I'm fine with you making the
400
ruling.
mile lake, it probably is pretty lappy.
Yeah, think about the great.
it's a horrible
I know.
sentence.
I imagine it the same way that you might be able to stand up on like a boat in the water that's doing this.
Because
You
it's a
know,
5-foot cube.
Yeah, just like
Right.
difficult terrain maybe.
I'm not gonna be like I said. It's not like
Jack also described it as glassy, and a glassy lake
Oh my gosh.
is not a
Glassy
moving
he said
lake.
it's glassy further out.
Yeah. That was
But there's also
initially
rain
like
on
when
it.
we first saw it.
Well, it's
Yeah.
I'm fine
Like
with your.
any
ruling.
I'm just
There's
trying to like keep
motion.
all
A
the
little bit
cantrips
flat.
like
Yeah.
equal.
I'm
Like,
just-
I'm also not even sure like the water, the ice might not even be strong enough to like hold like you and Ren. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Balance wise, I mean,
You're good.
you could try it, but it would be like a lot of acrobatics checks to like stay balanced. Because it's, I mean, it
If,
would
if
be,
that's what it's gonna be, then I won't do it.
just because that's the way that I view it. But
That's fine.
it can,
They're swimming.
Can Ren wild shape into a fish?
yeah. I mean,
I've seen
wild
fish.
Yeah, you've seen fish.
Oh, Ren's just gonna
Dude, you're just gonna get eaten.
He's gonna go down there and like eat
Oh, wow,
fries
like
all of
into
them.
animal.
Just like
mid-dive. Just literally, whatever the biggest fish I've seen is, I'm just gonna do that and go out that
reminds
direction.
me
That's
of Sword in the Stone.
Sword in the Stone.
Yeah, that movie.
Yeah, that movie.
Shapeshift into a fish.
W movie.
It is a good movie.
I don't even know.
Yeah, Merlin turns him into a fish.
My bad.
It's Disney.
Ren's doing that.
So anyway, I'm dying, right? So,
Yeah, you're like in love right now, and then all of your friends are like, "Bro, what's going on? You're in the water."
So
this is
you're
a dream,
riding
bro. Let her go.
on this
Wait,
horse.
whoa, pause. He doesn't have any friends.
Oh, true.
You're riding on this horse. Those of you who are on the horse, out into the water to chase what seems to be possibly Kieran. You're turning into a fish.
Whatever the biggest fish I've seen is that you'll let me
Salmon.
have. Yeah.
Bro, you're gonna get eaten.
Yes, yes, you go like.
Bruh,
Kids on
and
instinct.
animals, bro.
Estrella's
And
just
it's
chilling
like
on
a
the
shadow.
shore, bro.
Estrella just watched Ren
She's
turn
just
into a fish.
Sitting on the cliff on the shore, just like, I can't do
Yeah,
anything.
if I would have known that, I wouldn't have been able to do that then. I would
I'm
have
assuming
seen
you would have tested that.
a while back
Yeah.
then.
Maybe,
But I would
like,
just still be up on
You
the
know,
edge.
like if it's like a pond, you can probably like a more shallow pond.
Okay.
You could probably like use that because it can like grip onto the actual bottom of the pond, or
Okay.
you know.
As we're running out across the lake, I turn back and call out to everybody else on the shore. If I die out there, it's Arena's fault.
She's like right behind you.
She
Yeah, like,
actually is
past
gonna
her.
like grab his neck a little bit.
This horse is literally like galloping across the, or actually it's full speed across the water. It doesn't even seem to be like bothered by the water. It does kind of send out like little bits of like water.
Yeah, like little.
Like driving in the rain.
That's sick.
That's kind of cool.
As it moves across the
Is that the
water.
Grim
It looks
Reaper?
so cool.
As
I'm
you're
actually,
As we have
I'm gonna
three
vamp out. I'm gonna vamp out my glaive just in preparation.
as you're all
It's
doing that,
supposed to bring somebody back.
Kieran, you are swimming in this, and kind of get to a point where you're just waiting in this, or not even waiting. Sorry, you are just floating.
Gladiator style
Yeah.
was like hands out in the wheat.
Yeah, but really you're in the water,
Yeah.
just like trying to figure out where she went,
You were an
and you hear, kind of taking you out of this vision, this horse coming up pretty fast as you look around and see this horse riding on the water towards you.
I'm just gonna look around spot. And you guys are gonna hear, Layla!
Karen, what are you doing out here?
Yeah, buddy.
As the horse kind of
What's up?
Well, it's dangerous swimming this far out.
Somebody go grab.
I mean, I get it if you want some personal space, but isn't this a little excessive?
Booty ball naked.
you are far out.
Yeah.
How
far do we Surrounded
have to
by
ride?
the- just like
It is crazy.
He's like hundreds of he's hundreds of feet out. Like,
she's trying not to look at him because he's
Yeah.
naked. She's like,
You found swimming back?
Cast long strider. And just
Alright. I guess we're going back.
Guess we are.
I'm just silently gonna like
Yeah.
just walk onto the beach, just recollecting like what I just saw.
she's gonna kind of like, as we're riding back, she's gonna be like, who is he talking to?
Well, you don't talk to the water when you swim in it?
I never go
Silently
out
put my
that
clothes
far.
back on, just-
Well, that's fair. I think you said Leia or something?
Some sort, yeah.
Yeah.
A name.
It's weird.
Okay.
there's
We're also on a
real
horse that can
empaths.
run on water.
Doesn't matter.
Well, we just said a name. I
Hey.
feel like in the grand scheme
Hey.
of things. Hey.
Real quick, remind me of your riding position. Like, what's your
I'm-
I'm in
And I'm standing like holding his shoulders. 'Cause I'm
Tries to the back,
not,
she's like grabs Harry.
You guys are, by the way, you are like,
I know.
and you're kind of like getting. So this conversation is not as peaceful.
At this point, Roland would have got to the edge of the cliffs and kind of like roped down, and then he's just gonna wade into the water until he just like fully sinks and disappears.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
Let's go.
He's gonna reach out
Uh,
and grab
just
devotions.
I'm gonna climb back up.
I'll let you know.
What?
So I'm just gonna climb back up to the camp. Not even bother to dry off.
Alright.
Jack, does my dark vision under the water, or do I have like still dark vision underneath the water?
Yeah, it's like dim light.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of look around underneath there.
Alright. The fish just swim away from you.
Except for one fish just right in front of you.
As the horse is coming back, yeah, there's
Like-
a salmon just like going right underneath it.
It's crazy.
I'm just gonna like explore around like the shore. Just kind of walking around.
Yeah, you are at the level where you can be you have a swimming speed, right?
Yeah, it just says I can't have a flying speed.
Okay.
So, trust me, if I could have a flying speed, I would have been a raven.
Oh, you are.
Ah.
I'm not looking for anything in particular. I'm kind of just exploring because now I know I can be underwater for as long as I want, so I might as well.
Karen.
Who needs to breathe?
That's what I'm trying not to do with the warforged.
He's not responding. He's kind of like just like lost, like just staring at a tree.
You alright, man? Seem pretty motivated to swim. It's a cool hobby. I'm not like, but like, do you swim? It's like, are you training for something? Blink once if you hear me.
Leave.
Okay. Hey, you're kind of naked.
Oh no, I got
Oh,
dressed.
okay.
That'd be crazy.
On the beach anymore.
No, I made a point to say like I'm just gonna slowly get dressed and just climb up the. You guys will have seen me walk.
Once I saw you back on the beach, I'd go back and just be sitting by the fire.
Roland, all you find in the water, in the short time you're in there, is just like a rusty dagger.
And a cool rock.
Or if I need like crabs or anything like that.
Not
Not like much life in there.
not really here.
Alright, I'll come.
There's like life, like there's like plants and stuff,
Yeah.
but
Totally.
not any crabs or anything.
Alright, I'll just chill under the water for a while.
As Levi, I imagine, is somewhere along the shore, this big salmon is just gonna jump out of the water and just lay down right in front of you, just kind of like flopping. Actually, before I do that, is your glaive in your hand, or did you put your glaive away?
That goes away now.
Okay. It's just a salmon, just kind of flopping in front of you. Basically, just
sacrifice
asking with its
itself.
presence for you to get closer. As you look at it, it's just, Ren's just gonna wild shake back from the salmon and just.
Jeez!
Rachel.
You shouldn't have thrown my rock.
It's just in your mouth.
Just walk off.
He's gonna chuckles to himself.
You do things. You do walk.
Wait, I have so many questions.
How do you poop?
For anyone coming like back up the cliff,
Yeah.
the dog's just kind of like sitting at the top where you climb up, just like watching and waiting.
I'd
for
be
people
sitting
to come
next to a
back.
dog.
Okay.
Petting the
Yeah.
beach.
I would pet the
Are you still down there?
No, I'm up now.
I'm staying down there to kind of just like watch and make sure, like, obviously I don't know what happened, but like
Yeah.
just kind of
Okay.
I'm just gonna stay down
She's
there.
gonna find her lost
I'm
friend.
gonna sit on the cliff as long as she stays down on the shore.
Alright, how long are you gonna stay down there?
For a little while. Maybe.
Just so you know, you guys got here when it was
Mm-hmm.
already dark, so about like
Yeah, I
probably
know. She's
8.
worried.
now it's probably more like 10 or 11.
She'll probably stay down for at least half an hour.
Okay.
Just watching.
Anyone else doing anything this time?
Gonna make Kieran his food again.
Okay.
Eventually, I'll come back out of the water and just kind of climb back up the rocks and go chill by a tree.
Horrified.
They're trying to re-rest his arm.
You set your alarm?
The dog said it. And then when the rest starts, it'll be recast.
This one might not be as good. I had a really nice plate prepared for you, but you know, I decided to swim off. But, here you go.
I sat on the floor and just I'm sitting down, like leaning against a tree. Just
You know, you just say you're not hungry. It's fine. Really, I just walks.
if you're paying enough attention, you can definitely tell he's a little bit out of it right now. Current events.
Not always is.
I don't think he cares.
I know.
While I spent my time as a fish, did I notice anything else lurking in this? Like when we went out to the deeper, like any like specific like creatures or anything like that that were
Make a
out of.
perception check.
I'm not like talking like wild shape. I'm like anything weird. Natural one, so that's.
Well,
No, I was like, wow, water. I'm a fish.
Yeah, you have the brain of a fish.
Real quick, Gordon's gonna go up to Kieran.
Oh my god.
And kind of just like kneel down in front of you. Just put a hand on your shoulder. You know, friend, if you're going through any problems, I'm willing to help. Not just willing, but wanting to.
He's gonna pat you and then walk away.
Ren's gonna walk up to you.
Kieran's like, I swear to God.
3 different times for me to leave me alone.
Did something happen? Because everybody's talking to you, and I just thought you went for a swim. Is something going on?
He's gonna stand up and walk out the camp.
That's not shocking.
Alright.
Levi's gonna walk up to where Kieran was and take the plate. Just like murmur, you just hear him just like, I'm grateful. I'm just gonna start scarfing it down.
Anyone else do anything before?
Waiting for him to come back to make sure he comes back. But other than that,
Will you come back?
Eventually.
Do I see anything down there at all?
At this
Okay,
point,
then I'll
I'm,
just climb back up.
I'm resting because
Roland
just like-
walking out of the water.
nobody's going to sleep, so I'm not taking a watch.
Yeah. Alright, anyone who will take watches?
Kieran's
I'll
not
take
sleeping
first
tonight.
watch.
I'll take second watch.
So
I'll take third watch.
Alright, perfect.
Yeah. Kieran's not sleeping tonight.
I'll move. You get a little exhaustion, buddy.
And we'll pick up with that rest and those watches after a break.
Yes! Little backstory drop!
Alright. Those of you who went on watch, make your checks.
Watch number
I
one.
was a third watch, so
You
I'll just
just
roll last.
4. I know the Twilight Domain clerics have some perception.
10.
10.
Yeah.
All right.
18.
18.
And 7.
The watch is pretty mid. You know, you guys go throughout the night keeping watch. Luckily for you, nothing happens.
That you know of.
It's fine, guys. I wouldn't let anything happen.
Kieran's
See me like
talking
Kieran the
about,
whole time is just eyes wide open.
Staring at the
Bro's
sky.
glazed.
I'm gonna, by the end of my watch, I'm gonna abandon my post and walk over to the cliff and do some more training.
The intense icon.
All right. Yeah, you walk over to the cliff as morning comes to you all.
Is the sunrise on the lake? Or is it not?
No, you can see the sun kind of like lighting up the opposite side of the sky, so it's not yet.
What's the color of the sun?
Blue.
There's no color, it's just light.
It's not like yellow or anything.
It's like, yeah.
No color.
Just
It is
white
a
light.
soulless sun.
That's how the sun works. Have you ever looked
White?
into it?
It's a yellow tint.
No, it's just
it's right.
It's just white. When you stare at it, it's just this white mass.
Okay,
And-
the sun in this world.
If you stare long enough,
No,
everything
the
else
sun is
becomes
supposed
white.
to be blue.
Really?
The whole world is tinted blue.
There's just this- yeah, you guys didn't know. There's just this green sheen on it.
We all wear the blue light glasses, right?
Wait, so it's Fallout 4.
Yeah, exactly. You guys are playing in Fallout.
You just look like your sister.
Okay, I grabbed my fat boy.
Oh.
Your fat board? Wait, what?
Here.
Bro's doxing my
My
whole
family.
family on recording, bro.
Yeah. What?
That's crazy.
You look like.
Ella.
And this is their dress.
I see her in math class.
But yes, you don't see the sunset. That was a really long tangent based on one question.
I actually want to know what the color of the sun is.
Then look
It's
outside at
white.
nighttime, bro. It's not different.
Earth sun.
Okay, it's the
The
same.
normal
So it's like a yellowy sun.
Yes, the sun
The light the sun
On a
gives
wheel.
off may look yellow, but the sun itself
is
being a
just
ball of fire that gives
Yeah.
off white light.
It's natural.
yellow. It's a yellow circle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because of the gases inside,
So it's not a square like Minecraft.
Constantly just.
which is why that's
Alright.
how the gases in the sun work, which causes it to be yellow. Yeah. As
Nice.
opposed to a different
Okay.
sun.
If you want a sun, look at her.
After
We're having a lot of sun talk.
go through the form,
She's demonstrating.
just working up a good sweat. I'm gonna head down and wash off real fast.
Start like you go planetarium.
But then I'll head right back.
As you guys wake up, do your morning routine of taking down the tents, making food. Anything out of the ordinary that any of you are doing.
I'm not making the food.
That's fine.
Dang.
I'm not making food
I'm-
out there.
Gonna go back down to
I'll
check
try to make
just
food.
one more time.
Well, okay, if Levi's not there,
I just
want
wanna
to
see.
Oh, I see how it is. Won't let Ren cook.
I'm gonna sit
Does
on the
Ren
cliffside.
communicate he wants to cook?
No one
I was
else
gonna sit on the
would.
cliffside watching the lake as I eat a ration.
Alright, you see Zorana down there just looking at the lake as well. You guys love this lake.
Privacy. Just like
Are you down
watch-
there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he
I'm
is.
You're like, oh!
I'll go check on the horses.
Alright.
Does Ren actually
They're fine.
communicate that he
Alive.
wants to cook?
It's not important. If you would have cooked, it's fine.
You do see like there's a scar that's on the left side of his back. Kind of runs from the top of his clavicle like down about like a foot and a half. Real deep scar. When his back is turned to you. You gonna leave?
I'm down here looking. Not for you.
Okay.
So how about you leave?
I'm not going. I don't feel comfortable, actually. How about you leave first?
No, I'm not leaving.
I'm not. Okay. He's gonna wade over in the water, like where it's deep enough,
Yeah.
you know, waist up and turn to you. He doesn't have his blindfold on right now, so it's just
Okay.
you can just see his eyes. I feel like you need to hear this from someone, but I'm worried that if you hear it from me, you're just gonna ignore it.
Probably true.
All right.
Yeah.
Your anger is not helpful.
Oops.
Okay. What I'm trying to get at is it's taking you nowhere.
Glad it's taking me nowhere with you.
Well, I mean, you're staying in one place, bitter at me, obviously because you think I'm standoffish.
'Cause you are.
Fair enough. Other people might disagree with that, just saying. But maybe you can look at all your experiences with different people and realize that this might not be other people's problems. You know that guy at the green scale bar? You got into a confrontation too? The one Ren was talking to?
Yeah, you were not there.
Yeah, Ren told me about it. That wasn't cool.
Do you want to know why I did that?
Why?
I was trying to protect him.
Okay, I get where you're trying to come from.
He listens to people way too easily, especially you.
He has a good head on his shoulder. And you should let him get hurt every once in a while.
Fine. Next time that happens, I'll blame you.
Next time that happens, he'll be fine. You just gotta trust him. Alright?
I don't have to listen to you.
I understand. But if you could leave so I could
I'm
get
not
dressed.
leaving.
Fine. And he's gonna turn his back to you, but mutter something under his breath, and you see his like hands like go in front of him as you can't see anything.
Okay.
As darkness cast on her.
Gonna make me blind?
And I'm just until I can get dressed. I'll leave it up.
You wouldn't leave, so.
I'm not looking for him. I'm looking for something important, which is not him.
Not him.
No.
And just like he'll snap back, and Levi's just pulling his bandana back around it, about to climb back up.
I mean, when I finish breakfast, I'd call both of them to breakfast. But
Anything else that you guys are doing?
No, I mean, use routine, right?
Well, as you guys eat, pack up everything. Are you guys gonna continue on the road?
Mm-hmm.
Well, continue on whatever path it would take us to the southern tip. Is the road taking us there?
For a bit.
Okay.
You guys aren't at the split yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd mount
What
up.
rest
Get
level
ready.
was that?
I think it was just a regular rest.
I'm gonna fall to the back.
We didn't build anything.
I'd mount up and get ready to head out.
All right. With the overgrowth.
Build versus create, you know.
Who's taking the lead?
I guess I'll ride.
I will take the lead with him.
And you said roll.
area. Not leading, but just hanging out with the phone booth.
And this time I'm in the back.
Yeah, I'll be close to
Cordine's chillin'.
close to the front.
I'm gonna stay in the back with Cordine. Not say anything, just be back
Cordy's
there
in
with
the
him.
front.
Not Cordine, sorry.
Kieran.
Kieran. The K names.
Jay. It's crazy.
Right in the middle.
You gotta get the shoulders, you gotta be like.
It's not 4 hour nap.
I was gonna say we just finished the sharing time.
We
Yeah,
should do
no.
super cut and popping knuckles.
Bro, they're catching on to my algorithm.
That was for
realizing
you,
that-
Frank.
He watches these, by the way.
Hey, we love our #1 fan, Frank.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Shout out, Frank.
Hey, our day one.
Because we know you're gonna watch it.
Day
Frank's
one.
a sorry, man.
He's the biggest
Are
day
we-
one.
Frank is the biggest day one for real.
Jack,
Let's go.
we're riding right now, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ride up to Cordine and just you can kind of tell that she's like not exactly wanting to talk about this, but she's just like question for you.
Of course.
So I know that you see the best in people.
Well, I try to.
Is there any good in me?
I would say so. You tend to jump to violence more quickly than you should, probably, but the intention behind why you jump to the violence is usually a good.
And you mean that?
Of course.
Thank you.
Wow. Big.
And she's just kind of gonna and just keep riding.
I actually want to talk to Ren.
Ren's right there awkwardly whistling.
Yeah. He's not even gonna look at you as you talk. He's just gonna like look down at Creed, the back of Creed's head.
Oh, he's a bird.
Yeah, through a rotten hole, I just push air out.
He uses his tongue to block the hole for different frequencies.
Recorder on the cheek.
He's a little bird, and birds sing.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on.
Yeah, they sing from their mouths when there's not a hole inside of
He doesn't
it.
have a hole in his beak.
It's a full beak, right?
Probably,
A beak is a part of the skeleton.
Yeah, it's probably gotten worse.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, so it's like
It's
super
eroded a
fine.
little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, he's not usually like throughout the entire time, like he's been focused on the road ahead and leading the charge. But this time he's sitting back unfocused, just like looking at the back of Creed's head. He's gonna like run.
Yes.
Why do you care for flowers?
What was that?
Why do you care so much about flowers?
Well, I think that flowers are a beautiful part of nature, and they grow from nothing into something, and then eventually back into nothing. And I think there's something special about that.
But why would you care for something that only lasts a few weeks?
In the grand scheme of things, I think nothing lasts for a long time. So why get bogged down that nothing's gonna last and enjoy what's around for while it's here?
I don't understand. A person can live for 100 years, and one flower still matched to them. But why?
Now, I am not a wise person. I don't understand a lot of the big things moving in the world, but maybe that's why I can appreciate the small things. So, maybe if you take a minute and admire the little details and take a break from worrying about being the tough guy who's gonna carry the team, just take a minute and breathe, things will look a little bit more beautiful.
There's like a flash of consideration in his eyes as he looks at the back of Creed.
What happened out there? You seem to be kind of shooken up after that.
I remembered someone.
That must be nice.
No. It still burns.
Well, if it was a bad memory, then I'm sorry.
He's just continue writing down sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Say the two of you are leading. Neither of you have traveled the south side of this lake. So are you just gonna kind of judge on like where the sky is and everything for direction?
I mean,
Or are you gonna literally try and like go alongside the lake?
I'm sure that a mix of the sky, looking at the tree line, and like, is this forest? If the lake's here, is it like forest around the lake, or is it like a forest growing off of the lake this way, or like would it safe to say like we could just hug the edge of the forest line?
If you found a way to walk or to ride on the beach, then perhaps.
Let's not trust the beach.
No, that wasn't. I'm talking about like.
You mean
Maybe
like
I have
the
the-
outside perimeter?
Maybe
of
I have the wrong
forest?
picture of this. Are we now in a large forest in general?
Yeah, as you guys have entered.
Okay, gotcha. That's
Exited the.
different visual than I had in my head.
Because we're coming off the trail now to go south.
Right. So what you're saying is this forest is more than just a perimeter around the lake.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I mentioned that you were starting to get more and more trees
Yeah,
on the
I
other
remember
side
that.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay, cool. Then I guess just like occasionally taking time to check the sun's position and like.
All right, you're just trying
With
to
a
find
map,
an
you
easy
know.
way to get through. So you guys are traveling much slower than a road would be
Right.
as you kind of dart off into the trees, but you're still on horses.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not the thickest forest ever. It's not even as thick as the Wicked Forest.
Okay, then that's not bad at all.
If it gets much thicker than this, we may need to seek the beach for faster speed.
This should be fairly fine. This is easier travel than it was through the Wicked Forest until we reached the road.
Correct.
Which
Although-
was very thick.
Yes. But you're right, if it becomes intraversible to use horses, perhaps seeking an alternate route is a good plan. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Shadowfax, right?
Shadow Wizard money.
Alright, as you guys keep traveling, those of you in the lead make perception checks or actually make a perception check or wisdom check for your, depending on what you're relying on to kind of guide you.
Perception. I'm gonna.
Can I help Andrus by just, even though I'm in the back, being like, "Hey, sun's over there," and just giving help action? Just yeah.
You can.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
with me. Sometimes I'm nice like that.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
15.
Do I use my just plus
You
for
can
the
use your
wisdom?
You might have a higher score there.
Yeah, I remember.
24.
Alright.
So you seem to be kind of just tracking where the lake is and where you guys are, and just generally leading. So you guys are both checking the sun, but he seems to be leading fairly well as he just travels this area. You kind of get the sense that you're familiar with this area. Not too familiar.
I like kind of understand where I'm going. Familiar or like I remember this lake.
No, you
Familiar.
you just seem familiar with it.
Okay. Keep it to myself.
What do you know?
You guys
Inside my
travel
head.
peacefully for about 4 hours,
It's all pretty much the same terrain.
5 hours. As you're traveling, since you're staying within a certain amount of distance of the lake, you're getting the same terrain. It's kind of going up in elevation to your south, and especially west as well. But where you are, you're kind of staying fairly.
Is it like noticeably getting towards the south, like higher and higher and higher cliffs?
Well, no, not really. You guys are traveling east, but to your south, it's kind of going up, but not like more and more. It's actually less and less.
Okay.
So it seems like to the southwest there is an elevational
Rise.
increase.
And we're going like southeast.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha. Along the lake.
Yeah, and eventually you guys make it so that you are going just directly east
Okay.
along the side of the river,
Lake.
Wait, maybe it is a river. It's magic.
I slipped up.
We now know the plot twist of the
The
entire
plot twist of the whole
campaign.
session.
Whole campaign spoiled. Start over.
It was a
Start
river.
over, it's
TDK
not
time.
working.
Got him.
I gotta kill. I gotta kill this whole party.
Wait a minute. Let's know what that means. Just make
I
Ren
say
forget
like-
again.
I mean, like, not
Did
even
Levi
history.
not say that we must go south at some point?
What he said was that it was on the southern side of the lake, which we have already reached. We just have to travel east to reach the pinnacle of it.
I imagine it won't be much further.
Hopefully not.
Anything that you all are trying to do as you travel?
What time of day is it? Like
Midday.
12?
It's getting towards the afternoon.
I'm gonna take in the view.
Yeah. Alright. You can see
He's like,
as the sun kind of reaches its peak. The light hitting the trees is, as you're kind of now choosing to notice it and really take it in, is really beautiful as it is illuminating the lake to your to the north. and to those of you that already pay attention to the beautiful things in the world, it's one of those rare sights of just magnificence. You can kind of understand the pride that the Rygans have in the greater Olira, not just where they're from, but maybe why they treasure this land so much.
It's like that one picture of Alaska that I know everyone's seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one picture of Alaska.
You know, it's like that little
the
like
one
the
everyone's
trees with the
seen.
lake, and you got that one big mountain in the background with a little bit of
Yep.
snow on it.
That's all of Alaska.
Yeah.
Mount Hood?
What?
Yeah, wait.
A lake and a
Well, I'm gonna Google Alaska and see if I can
I'm
find
gonna
it.
need to see this
We're on
image.
The unrealistic part of that is that there's only one mountain in this hypothetical.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like anywhere with a mountain that could be, but I'm gonna need to see that picture.
I mean, Alaska's pretty small. It's only like a third of the entire United States in size.
Inland mass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
they've
really
got
small.
a population
12
of
people.
like under 1 million, I think.
Hey, if you're in Alaska watching, comment. Let us know.
Comment what Alaska's like.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
Let us know. the
Comment if
picture
you're
next
real.
time.
Comment if you're real.
And if you're from North Dakota,
I'm sorry.
My dad's from North Dakota.
that makes
We
a lot
love
of
you.
sense. That's why you're the way you are.
Thanks, man.
That's not true.
Okay, lock
except
it.
North Dakotans.
We love North Dakota.
We love
Why does
Danny.
everyone just assume that's a bad thing?
Danny, you're 50% North Dakotian.
That's awful.
That
As opposed to
It's not like a race.
As a-
It's just where you're from. If you were born in Oregon, you're an Oregonian.
I
As
mean,
opposed to
I'm
South
from North
Dakota.
Carolina, so North Carolina.
My
Carolina.
service is cheap.
North Carolina?
Carolina.
Oh my
Carolina.
I don't.
My service is cheap.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Intercountry divide, dude.
A Northern Carolinian.
Yeah.
North Carolinian.
I mean,
Carolina.
I'm a pure blood.
Are you
Pure blood
South
Oregonian.
Carolina?
Stop,
The
Kenny.
US
Stop.
has the reason to be
I'm a
relevant.
Buffalo.
Anyways,
I am a pure blood.
Wait,
Pure blood
what?
Oregonian.
Okay.
No.
So we ride.
we
Jesus
ride
blood.
For the
at
record,
dawn,
if you're watching
maggots.
this, not how it works.
We ride.
Okay.
Ew.
Oh, why am I
in the
associated with
Your
this?
pure blood cringe.
Negative aura.
Can you stop? You're like a
I'm
dog.
literally getting the
Anything
tism
else you guys are
from
trying to do
guys.
is you're riding? Other than
Okay, I'm gonna riz them with the tism.
Just gritty it away. bro.
Ew.
The horse is great.
This is too
does
I'm.
Okay,
does
okay.
Ren have the rock visibly on their person? Like,
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh,
I-
just a question.
No, probably not. I mean, I wouldn't like
Yeah.
take effort to put it anywhere. I mean, it's probably on a pocket. You probably could have seen me put it in a pocket.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Because that'd be a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's dangerous giving Silas probably could.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Bro.
And it'll come back later.
Aaron's like, theoretically.
If there's a chance something can happen.
If you
that's-
paid attention. Ren's just looking for new animals. Because he wants to wild shape.
Alright.
You see a deer. I'll give
You
you
got a taste of the power.
Hey, we got a deer.
Anything else
I've also
anyone's
seen
trying to
a
do
horse.
as you travel?
I should.
A sense of urgency as the day is growing late.
Yeah. So you're trying to pick up pace?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Kind of trying to.
Trying to pick up pace.
So you guys are going from kind of traveling through the trees to just more full speed.
Yeah.
As best we can.
Without like
Trees.
dangerously,
I'd never endanger a horse.
yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit like there's always a little danger.
I'm gonna use my
obviously.
horse ether ability to just phase through the trees.
That's not real.
Don't have those horseshoes
Jack's
yet.
like, I'm not.
Those those will be in a different kit.
Just void touched horse hooves.
Blink for horseshoes. Just
But it's permanent.
Whoa, you just never go back.
As you guys continue to travel and see the day slowly kind of fade away, like I did this afternoon with my 4-hour nap. I just keep having to flex.
That was me driving a Domino's. Dude. I saw the sunset and like.
Oh, I thought maybe you were taking a 4-hour nap.
I did that on Saturday.
While driving.
That's illegal.
don't do that.
Not in the self-driving car.
I've already been there once, guys. It's not fun.
Are you guys? Are any of you asleep while riding your horses?
No.
Okay, good.
Come on.
My rear end cord.
I don't know
Do
why
I look like a
Ren
real-
bought a horse when he could just shapeshift.
That's a good point. You guys travel through the rest of the daylight, making your way till sunset. Are you guys just riding until you see something?
Not indefinitely.
I'm trying to get to that like peak where like we're clearly starting to turn to go like
North.
back north.
Okay.
That's the point I'm trying to ride to.
Peak
Uh,
south.
Maybe we should look for a place with higher elevation. Get an idea of where this ruin is.
I look around where we are. Does there appear to be any small, large hills?
Well, you guys are in trees.
That's what I'm.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You know that south the elevation is increased.
Do we feel like we're?
What's that south?
It could be anywhere at this point, or are we still like miles away?
You don't really have a precise location.
Well, thickness of these trees, roughly.
Like in what way? Oh, like the trunk size? Like average pine tree.
Like climbable.
Like
Zarena.
like this climb?
Like yeah, I have daggers or like something I can like do that.
I mean,
If I'm a halfling.
would there be a trunk size that's not climbable?
I don't know.
Are you
Is
saying
this
this
not?
is curious.
I would imagine if
Yeah.
there's a bunch of
If
thin
it's-
trees.
No,
you
like
can
I'm
climb.
able
they're like
to.
average. Like
Cool.
You get a foot up and it's like
Zarena, is it possible for you to get a bit of elevation and see if you catch anything?
I'm just gonna hold out the climbing materials I bought.
Well, I have my.
I was gonna say I don't know if she
Daggers,
needs
too.
it.
He has a grappling hook.
Well, so do I.
But I also got
Thank
pinions
you.
and stuff. And
I also have that too.
She's also
She has
a
everything
rogue.
on her and ball bearings. I mean,
And an acrobat.
I bought her
I have,
proficiency
I have
expertise.
everything. Okay, well, I'll just use my.
She has 1,000 ball bearings.
I'll just use
plus
my
it's
grappling
not
hook, I
bad.
guess.
get a safety helmet. That's really important when climbing a tree.
Are you wearing your
okay,
harness?
yeah.
No.
do you have a harness?
We're gonna need to see
No.
that chin strap too.
Without a harness, I don't know if I can let you in there.
Hey,
Oh.
hey.
You have
Let
to
me-
check.
Hey,
Inspect your harness
What do-
every morning.
What do I need
Do
to
you know the
HOA
tree's
shows up.
pronouns?
You just say
What
What are you trying to do?
Do you mean
Climb the tree? I wouldn't.
Are you using the grappling hook?
Yeah.
Or the knife?
I mean, the knives would be cooler.
Go for Aura, go for Aura.
Yeah, I'll do the knives. I'll do my daggers.
Alright.
Yeah. What do you need me to
Yap session over here.
I'm sorry,
roll?
but I'm not.
Yes. Make a
For what?
acrobatics.
Okay.
Make a tree climbing check.
This is a broken back situation.
13.
That's not a broken back.
As you climb up into the tree, you kind of just your knives kind of slip and aren't able to really dig in.
It's embarrassing.
You know they're not really like good hooks,
Yeah.
so you kind of slip out of the tree and kind of fall down.
I'll try my hand at climbing the tree. Why not?
All right, what are
Can
you
I-
trying to do?
Well, I have my own climbing gear.
Yeah, like, are you using the grappling hook and like?
Yeah, just a little bit, just like just hoist myself up when I get to the branch, throw it back to a thicker one.
Okay.
I want to try again.
With the daggers?
Yeah.
All right. It'll be a harder to see this.
That's fine.
All right.
This is
Make
gonna be
a
embarrassing with the
athletics check for what you're
It'll
doing.
be funny
Nice,
though.
Okay.
Never mind.
Oh, not bad actually.
21.
It's a 15.
Nice.
As Kieran throws up his grappling hook
That's a 15.
and begins to kind of, climb, you start more aggressively climbing up.
Out of my way.
I'm just casually climbing a rope. A lot less effort than what she's putting in right now.
Dude, she's like goblin mode. She's
Yeah.
Make your
She is a backtrack.
Rambling all the
You know,
way up.
Dean, an extra.
Hey!
I offered to like.
Levi.
It's a joke.
Yes. I'm gonna try to get to
min-max.
as
Like
far to
it.
the top as I can.
You get to up to the branch. The branching doesn't start for a while because I'm assuming you guys chose a big tree.
Yeah.
So the branch that he climbs up to, you get up there. You can kind of see a little bit more.
Okay.
You're both just up in the tree. You look up. They're both like 40 feet up in the tree.
40? Try climbing a little higher.
Like to where it breaks the canopy.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Both of you guys make checks. Let's see who gets there first.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that's
Or who falls.
Is this acrobatics?
Or we do acrobatics or
Okay.
athletics.
You could choose
Shoot.
19.
13.
19, 13. All right. Kieran begins to kind of get a little higher than you. Let's see another one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, even better. 22.
That's way up. That's
25.
She kind of catches up.
Gee, I like to imagine she just climbs over him.
Dude, this is
Just like
really
stabs him.
money.
She stabs and just sits on the back and you keep climbing.
No.
Alright, that's
Step
the
on
last
his
one.
head.
See,
Last one.
Use his head as a foothold.
Oh, worst 14.
23.
Perfect. So as you're kind of climbing, you're like, you just sheer willpower. You get up to this really high branch where you can
You got like the
feel.
vein. Just
Yeah.
Hold on, you can feel every time that he kind of pulls on the tree as you're kind of like it's moving as you're kind of up on this branch.
Okay.
As he kind of, after a little bit, gets
Yeah.
up to you. You guys are just seeing you're kind of like.
I'm just gonna say to him really quick. I'll be like, "Took you long enough.
Oh, is it a competition?
It's always a competition."
I'm looking to perception check.
Both you guys, are you guys gonna do it separate ones or health?
Who has a better one?
Well, that's not how it works.
That
would be,
I'll take it. Okay.
Min-maxing it.
You could also take yours.
Do you want to take yours, or do you want me to take it, or do you want?
Mine's not good.
Either
so.
he gets advantage or you do a separate
Oh,
one.
you did do it. You do it.
All right. I mean, all right. Okay.
You do it.
Okay, that's better. It's 29.
All right.
Yeah, that's good.
As you look
Better.
in this tree, as the sun's beginning to completely disappear and the light's fading, you do see a small smokestack from what looks like a stone building,
What direction?
southeast.
Southeast.
As it's just kind of sitting on like a little bit of elevation, the trees behind it, really well.
Yeah, I'm taking the view again.
Yeah. You just see this beautiful, the trees kind of backlit.
Alright. I'm gonna climb down the rope.
It's just any animal you see.
I'm gonna hang out there for another second because it's.
You're also
Quiet.
exhausted.
It's
Yeah.
pretty.
I'm like, are they like pretty far like
Yeah.
out of sight? I'm like just watching to see if they're like gonna fall through the canopy. I'm like,
That's fair.
No, you just see.
He's got feather falling at the
Until
range.
you see him slide down the rope,
He's doing the whole like pick
Hooky.
out.
hooking against a tiny branch, sliding back again. You know, like.
yeah.
He's got that.
He's got the pulley, you know.
Is Lorena
You
just
wish.
doing the thing where she slides down? It's just
Okay.
No.
Well,
we don't.
Not yet.
We don't
We're
know.
only level 6 guy.
If there's a hay bale down there.
Leap of faith.
Yeah, I'm
No, there's just a random pile of like
Manure.
grass with grass with like flowers like
Yeah.
in Assassin's Creed Odyssey for
There's
some reason.
one single cube of blue
Yeah.
Is he
at
blue?
the
I see
bottom of the
blue.
tree.
You have a water bucket?
but I have a water bucket.
Yeah.
Actually,
You guys
just a
see him
stray.
just like randomly this bunch of water as he lands on it.
And you see,
It's actually
I'm
just a
gonna
stray.
start
and
climbing.
then you see lava butterkid
She
next to him.
uses the create food and water spell.
Start
Angry.
climbing down now.
You get there much quicker because it's easier to climb.
I'm just gonna say as I'm climbing the rope. Southeast.
How far?
About 100. No.
I was about to say miles. No.
400 feet probably. You guys are close.
Oh no.
In 400 feet, your destination.
They're 100 feet that way.
Oh wow. So 400 there.
400.
400. Oh, they said 100. About
He started
400
with
feet.
100.
Yeah, about that direction.
Alright. I'm just gonna get off my horse and hitch it up to a tree.
Same.
Yeah, you guys are kind of at a clearing where you can see. There's like 10 trees in between you and the lake.
I'm gonna
It's
set
a small clearing.
the dog's gonna run wire around the horses and set just like that.
Yeah.
Protect the horses.
Did you see anything else about the building?
Smoke.
So, company.
Gotcha.
Is there any worry that they'll have patrols out that'll stumble on us?
I'm 400 feet away. I would assume we see him by now.
I suggest once the halfling returns, we create a plan.
As she's like,
These guys, you don't gotta worry about. They're bad people. So,
So we can kill them?
yeah, no warning shots needed.
Yeah, man, okay.
Just take them out.
What makes you so sure? Do you know who they are?
I have an idea. Yeah.
What's your idea?
Well, I hear voices in my head sometimes.
And this voice told me that there is a familiar group of people.
Well, it's familiar to you.
Yeah.
Is it the circus?
What are they?
Yeah. They're in there, the fort. But I had a run in with them once before. They're not the best people. When I left the circus, I stayed in Primeport for a little while, and made a few friends, few enemies, and these were a group of them. They killed somebody. Well, more than just somebody. They killed a lot of people. But this person I did end up caring about. So.
Is there an affiliation they have?
I think they call themselves the Tatho clan.
Tatho clan?
But if any of you feel turned off to the idea of killing a whole bunch of bad people, let me know. You can stay here, guard the horses. But I'm sure me and Roland are a-okay with that.
I can come.
Okay, cool.
Am I down at that point?
According as you raise your
I'm gonna
hand,
go too.
again, this like mouth just kind of appears on the back of your hand, and it kind of just like smiles. Eradicate them for me.
My smile broadens a little bit.
Oh no.
Again, you're just too happy.
This time, anyone within like 5 feet, just you almost feel like you hear something, but as you check, you don't.
I can help kill bad people.
Okay. Thanks, Ray.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Awesome.
I suggest we split into 2 groups.
Why?
Why?
Hit them from 2 sides.
Well, we don't even know the layout of the place first. I think we should get eyes on the building.
Yes, we have the surprise. We can take a second.
Yeah. Well, if there's anybody patrolling, we'll have Zarena take them out from a distance, move in close if they still stay standing after that.
I can probably maybe actually sneak in pretty well and be on the inside or even scout it out.
I don't want to risk that with you.
Well, I can
Well,
recently
Levi, you should let him hurt himself. If he wants to go, you should let him.
Not with these people.
Recently, it would seem I have a knack for finding myself in the form of other creatures. And I think I could find the form of perhaps a snake, and I could probably get in and around without notice and get an eye for at least how many people are in there.
All right. Just don't go in. All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Are we all okay with that?
Go ahead.
As long as you make sure you do not look sentient at all.
Well, I think I'll look like a snake. How convincing was the salmon?
It's pretty convincing until it jumped out at me, but I thought it was just a weird fish. So.
Well, I'll give that a shot.
We'll move up closer.
Yeah.
Stealthily.
Stealth mode.
We should be.
I would say probably get within 200 feet and then wild shape. Well, is there a time limit on wild shape?
Less than an hour, I think, or 8 hours.
How long would it take us? Oh wait, I just read. I think it says 3 actually. Where was it?
You guys are gonna watch Andros get on his horse and turn around and start leaving?
What is
Where are
that?
you going?
Andres.
No. And he's gonna whoosh and just like go.
Oh,
so
opposite
you
direction.
came. Yeah.
I'm gonna go after him.
What the heck was that?
You just didn't want to kill these bad folk.
He's never not wanted to do something like that before.
Okay, people change.
Something makes me a little bit uncomfortable about this atmosphere.
Matters not. Now,
Half
as long
injured
as
level.
I suggest we let the small one infiltrate and bring back information.
Information.
You guys hear a few birds fly away.
If you're not back within
You got a soundbite for
10 minutes, we're coming after you.
No,
Right?
they're not crows.
How
They're
long
like,
is it going to
they're
take a
like
snake to go 400 feet?
lake geese.
No.
I don't know. I've never been a snake before.
I haven't either.
What?
So ducks.
Why don't be like something faster, like a rat or
Because
something?
the snake is subtle.
Please.
400 feet is not that long. It's like
Keep
from here to
going,
that.
Lex.
Okay. I'm gonna wild shape into a
You
snake.
specified lakes.
Yeah, if they're on the lake.
Are you starting to go?
Yeah,
Gave us
I'll
some
just
They can
sort
also go on
I'll
the
just
river.
kind of like
Silent.
crouch down, and then while he's
Do it
on a
again.
knee, his body just kind of melds down into the ground into a
Just-
snake.
Hold on.
Gotcha.
Can't have more than one conversation at a time. So wait, real quick, what were you two saying?
Oh, he's just talking about the pass of that chase.
Hmm.
It's like, can you do it? I'm like, no, I'll wait till we know where we're going.
Did you guys like start walking that way?
No, I mean,
Kind of ish.
Very
Yeah,
slowly.
start moving.
I would say that Horadine, the dog is like biting on like the like pant leg of your pants and trying to pull you back. Like stop you from going.
What's wrong, dog?
small creature.
It just kind of continues to do that.
How far away are they now?
What?
How far away are they now?
The
Andrews.
people that rode off.
Andrews
And
Yeah.
out of sight.
Like, are they outside? Right.
Yeah, you don't know how exactly how far away.
I would like to try and make an effort to not let you go too far.
How would you do that?
Tell you, talk to you.
What, yell? Or-
like right in front of him, like pull.
Put a little chain on top.
Like we can do it.
What? Wait, what?
I know what he meant, but he worded that so weird.
Pause.
Not
Like,
helping with the
you can
rumors,
argue.
dude.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, but he just
Like,
words.
Children.
Yeah, move past it, guys. I believe in
We shouldn't go too far, but I would like to understand why we are
They are
abandoning.
all about to die.
Why?
That is not a clan you mess with.
Should we not have informed them?
We need to leave as fast as possible. I care about them to an extent, but the longer we stay here, the more likely we are both going to die as well.
Okay, but we
It is a
should
matter of minutes.
use your ability and talk to one of them. I don't care who, but just talk to someone. You can't just abandon them.
I'm just gonna point in that direction and send say, we shouldn't do this. This is wrong. This is foolish. They are evil. We should not. And it's like clearly shaken. Like
Yeah.
there's like more broken common than normal, and like it is not coherent.
Roland.
Oh no.
him. Why'd you choose him?
I didn't choose.
It was a roll.
Yes,
The
you
roll.
did. You just wanted to cause chaos.
He just wants to like show
Jack?
us the beach.
Cause chaos? No.
I'll just keep walking.
Oh my gosh.
Wrong person.
We're bad
I
now,
wanted to
guys.
see what happened.
Does Estrella do
So I don't
anything?
receive a
Nothing.
response.
I can't.
Nothing
Well, if
happened.
you're with us, you can say
No,
something.
I'm not.
We're-
She went to go.
Oh, you
catch
went
up to
with him?
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch him.
Okay.
I will do the same thing. Just if I don't receive any responses, I'll
Yeah.
just kind of keep pointing in different directions and try again.
Ren.
You
You
hear
heard
That
what he said
message.
when he said-
Differently, less coherent each time.
I'll assume this is before I wild shape. I'm just like, oh, it's about to. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's after.
Oh, it's after?
Yeah, he's a ways.
You're probably
Yeah,
on
he's
your
getting-
way.
Yeah.
I think that I would look back, and I assume none of the rest of the party looks concerned. Everybody's just vibing.
They're not vibing.
But
They're locked in.
they're locked in. None of them are like pulled back, right?
They're all just like kind of trudging onward.
Except for the dog.
Yeah, the
So,
dog is
The
tweaking.
dog doesn't make any noise, but it is kind of just like following.
Ren
us
would
now. Now
Proceed, but with the intention of like every so often, Snake's gonna pop its head back and look back and see if everybody's like, no one's like gesturing for him to come back. Because as far as he knows, there's a voice in his head. Obviously, it is your voice, but the
Sure.
people he sees aren't telling him to come
For
back.
sure.
So he's gonna keep going unless someone else gestures.
Who's he?
Does he
next?
respond?
Oh, he can respond.
Yeah, you can
Mhm.
respond.
Well, you don't know.
Can I can't talk in wild shape.
Well, it's a mental thing.
You can still
and you
mentally
retain your mental
communicate?
stats.
Hold
Yeah.
on, hold You don't necessarily. Have you responded to a message before?
I've never received a message before.
Well, I mean, you didn't even think to respond, so
Yeah.
that's fine. That's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. But you would do it again.
After a 4th try, if I don't get a response, I'll get
That
it.
was
Well, that was
or
2.
2.
Yeah.
What's the third?
Kieran.
Man said,
You keep choosing like.
Ren is the most
No,
influential
yeah,
No.
influence person.
It's fine.
Who exactly got it?
Fuck, you responded. Now I have to figure out.
I'm bloodthirsty, but I'm not sensible.
Just to be clear, is your next message directly towards him?
It would have to be. I would have to try. So
So
I
you just
will
try to point in the same area?
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
I'll say.
Are you stopped?
while
doing
running
this?
on
This is-
horseback
we're
and
stopped. We're
shaking.
stopped.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you
Yeah.
stopped?
As in, like, I reined the horse and I'm like kind of like.
We're not running away.
Yeah, like I'm trying to get the message in before I decide to go.
Yeah.
Powerful. Killers. No chance. And like kind of slips into different language that unless you speak Raigian, you're unfamiliar with.
Would I, to an extent?
Bro's left unheard.
And I don't know if that's gonna get back to him. So
Would I understand Reagan?
It goes to you, that message.
Oh.
so you just hear
You do not understand.
you hear powerful killers too strong and then just another language.
She's gonna. You can see her kind of visibly be like. And kind of like look around because she'll recognize it's your voice,
Mhm.
right? So she's kind of just gonna be like. Did anyone hear that?
who
Was Andrews?
what's he saying?
What?
He doesn't
Who are
want
these
us to
people,
succeed.
Levi?
They're bad people.
Why? What are we doing here?
I came here with the intent to help out Roland
Well,
and to kill these people.
Andrews seems. This doesn't seem like a good idea.
Well, he hasn't said anything to me. How bad what are we in? What do I not know?
I have no idea, but
Okay, well, if he wants to come back and explain things further, but to my knowledge, we have to jump on these people. If it seems like too much, if it seems like a place that we can't get into, we'll learn that from Ren.
listen, Levi. Just stop being ignorant for 1 second. Andrews has never sounded like
Just
this
so you
before.
know. You know you're about 400 feet when you started walking, and you guys are walking towards this area.
I know. I'm
Yeah, we're-
whispering to him. I'm not like.
Yeah.
Guys! Oh my gosh! Did you hear the latest tip from Andrus?
I'm gonna make an effort to say.
Andrews has never
Let me get
sounded
after
like
this
this before,
I will,
which worries me.
I don't know Andrew's style well. How long have you known him? This is really out of character for
It's
him.
very out of character.
Okay. Then respond back to him.
She's gonna say,
How long does he have to wait before he can respond?
No,
Does it
that-
have to be right away?
It doesn't. That's a good
I
question.
specified
Let's
that.
let's find out.
15 seconds.
Is anyone else trying to be stealthy as you notice?
Oh yeah,
them
obviously.
do-
We will.
I'm being
Do I,
stealthy.
as a snake, do I have to try to be stealthy?
It says that they can
If I
reply.
know where
It
something
doesn't
towards
say
the
it has to be
now,
within a
then-
period of time.
I mean, that's what.
She's gonna
Where you are.
say
I'm
like.
not gonna use it, yeah, so.
Okay, is it +5?
What's the range?
Plus 10.
120 feet.
Is
She's
that
just
24?
gonna respond to you and just say like, Andrus, is this honestly really bad?
Once she says that, I'm gonna stop and wait for a communication.
Did you guys stop before?
Not before, but
So
when
just
right
when this.
then.
Oh no. With pass without a trace, my stealth is not 30.
Mine's 24.
I'm so happy for you.
27.
What's past?
Oh, it's the lizard
Yeah,
boy.
so-
It's a disadvantage. It's a disadvantage.
What?
It
Enjoying
is.
the your teammates are
Our
healing.
stealth is
they're
disadvantage.
within-
Oh.
So
Okay.
the stealth is disadvantage.
Y'all
Oh,
are
crap.
listening.
That would have been.
Only a
No, I
25.
didn't communicate.
Yeah.
Do we
But
have?
I made you communicate a little bit.
Do we have?
We have
any-
plus 10.
Really good.
Plus 10.
actually, yeah.
Right, it's Jack.
Mine's-
Everybody's stealth is at disadvantage.
What?
No,
Disadvantage.
you have heavy armor.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
then it's just
ooh.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
wait,
Roll
wait.
disadvantage.
Wait a minute.
27.
So then that
Um,
would have been 29.
Mine's a
29.
40.
Nice.
Oh, I thought you were like
40.
40.
40. You only have a plus
I think
10.
they said reverse order.
Plus,
Took a while.
Plus
10
11.
plus 11.
I
I
got
got
2
19.
hit points.
I was 40.
40 on stuff. You are gone.
Yeah, you still do have to try. Are you trying to be unseen?
I mean, I'm just trying to act natural for a snake. But like,
snakes in general.
I'm a snake, so I don't really worry about being seen. I mean, do I see anyone like a guard at the front door that I'm like, oh, I don't want to see?
Heavy armor.
We
Yeah.
stopped. But
I did.
Ren
stopped.
has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So as you
kept-
guys stop, then you go on ahead. Make your way through the trees.
yeah.
Eventually you okay.
Sorry. Jack, when you have a second, I have my earring that I wanna try to talk to Ren.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so she's just gonna like kinda like cup her ear, and she's gonna be like, Ren, come back.
I assume I hear that. Yeah. How close am I?
Like 30 feet away. They just stop.
And how far back are? Well, I mean, to the fortress.
You don't necessarily see it yet. You are on the ground.
Do I have an idea? Do I think I'm like 50
Yeah, you're
feet or
close.
20 feet?
Based on the 400 feet away that you were.
Gonna look back, and I assume. Levi. Does Levi look worried?
All you see and have
Yeah.
seen from Levi is his mouth, and it's just like a stern,
Yeah.
look across his face now as he's kind of looking at you. He's turned towards Zarena, just like waiting. It looks like.
I'm just gonna stop and poke my little snake head up and just kind of look back. Not trying to be stealthy anyway. I don't think anyone who wasn't a part of the party would find a snake
Yeah.
suspicious. So I'm just gonna kind of look back and then wait a little bit.
Did you hear back from Andrews?
He didn't say anything.
It's cool. He left us here. All right. Either he thinks we can handle this, or he's left us to die.
This does not seem like a good idea.
Then you don't have to come.
I just don't want anyone to die.
Me neither.
I would have liked to have convinced Andrus to stay like in one spot, if that's possible.
We can get into that once this.
You can commit to this, what we're doing, and help bolster our chances with these people. Or you can commit to safety and abandon us to our own means. Either way, I'm fine with that.
I never back down.
Hey, put it there.
So you can see her like hesitating, and she's just like,
Alright. I just kind of like go back
As
to you.
someone who's never used sending before or anything like that, can Ren, him thinking to himself, be on accident his response back? So almost just for like a glimpse, him not realizing he's actually responding, but just being like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do.
Not with message.
Not with message?
Message, I believe you have to at least whisper it.
Oh, do you have to whisper?
I'm gonna.
Is your earring like a
Actually,
message?
what I'm thinking, he would actually
Oh,
like
would
whisper
be,
to
yeah.
himself.
In Snake.
What I'm, I guess, could I have never responded then? I mean,
so it says,
I'm thinking he would
This-
say something along the lines of like, "This is how I'm gonna impress them," right?
Yeah.
So not like
So that-
actually
He can
trying to send a
respond.
That's fine
message.
with me.
Okay.
Okay.
So I make a note that Kieran's gonna wait for Ren's
Ren,
information
you
before he
can
takes
respond.
action.
So you would hear a response,
So we're
Yeah.
gonna push it forward.
but
for
it
him.
would be
hold on.
clearly not addressed to you. But he
Okay.
wouldn't realize. You hear Ren just kind of go, "This is how I'm gonna impress them," and then the snake just kind of beeps and just goes back in.
yeah, her face is like immediately like drops.
He doesn't see it.
Okay, Q.
I'm gonna make a note to where he's not gonna proceed forward until he gets the information back from Ren.
Yeah, I'm also stopped.
Yeah, we're. I think the.
We're all stopped.
We're probably
the
stopped,
five of
like,
us
front line.
stopped. Yeah.
Just so you know where you are, the
Yeah.
five of you.
Mhm.
It's like this almost immediate uphill little like this small hill kind of going over a ridge, and you guys are just kind of under it, almost
We're
like
at the base of a hill. Or
I mean, you guys are moving up, but
Yeah.
you're kind of at this point
Mhm.
where there's like this direct little like small, not even like a cliff or anything, just like
So it's just like
a mound of dirt going up. So you guys are able to kind of hide in this
Gotcha,
area,
yeah.
or be more hidden.
Be
And
more.
there's some tree trunks that are kind of hiding your
Gotcha.
area.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll stay there.
I would be trying. First of all, she'd be like, so you know how when like someone's like trying to calm someone down,
Yeah.
and they're like trying to physically somehow. So she's kind of doing that. She's like, you need to stay put. I'm going to go find them, and you need to stay put. You can't. I will be fine. You cannot. You will be fine here. Just don't. I need you to promise me that you're not gonna leave. I will be back. I need to make sure that you're not making any sense in your messages, and like they're all really stubborn. Okay, so I need to go talk to them.
Don't want you to die.
I won't.
This is the first time you've ever seen true fear in his eyes. Just to let you know.
I promise. I won't.
And he just kind of like, kind of just locks up, and you get the sense that he is in a like a presence of shock, and he probably won't bolt because he's in shock.
She's gonna note that.
This horse kind of just seems uneasy.
Got a lot of PTSD.
I will be back. I just need to make sure that they don't do anything stupid.
Okay. And he just kind of goes like this.
Okay. I want to go back to the circle where the horses are.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring my horse. I'm going to whip myself off my horse.
Yeah.
And I'm going to sprint until I find them.
Did you sprint?
Are you in heavy armor?
Actually, if I'm sprinting, I'm gonna take off my heavy armor.
That would take a while.
It takes a minute. Yeah.
Okay.
It would
then
take her a second to get back.
Also,
Would you?
I don't mean to be that guy, but what's our lowest stealth score right now?
I
don't
got
know.
a 27.
he did also say you had slight
Right. Yeah.
You don't know.
coverage.
Everyone's stuff.
I'm just this is a player
Nice.
thing. Like we're all like highly stealth right now,
Mhm.
so I'm just wondering.
We're hunkered down. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are all just sitting behind a ridge
That's called metagaming.
Would you let me try as I'm like riding
to rip off your armor.
to hold like with my legs to like take my
Yeah,
armor
that's fine.
off?
As
Okay.
you're kind of riding back
Yeah.
a couple hundred feet.
So once I get it off,
Yeah. You just.
I'm gonna get to the
Are you
horses.
just throwing your armor off?
As I'm going,
Yeah.
yes. I'm gonna
Dang.
well, we're like
No, no,
over 120
Yeah.
feet away.
And it's also on dirt and
You got
leaves.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
we're fine.
you know how when people stop their horse and they just like jump
Yeah.
off? I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna sprint.
Yeah.
As fast as I can, as quietly as I can until I find them.
All right. Can you start moving towards that direction?
I'd say like as like you can hear someone sprinting through the woods. Levi is gonna like pop up from the crouch position, just like
She's gonna stop. You need to come back.
I start moving towards her.
She like you've never seen her like
Okay.
as panicked. You need to come back. I have never seen Andress like this.
Okay.
You need to make sure Ren gets out of there. He's telling us we need to leave like now. We will.
I don't understand.
I
what
don't
is
either.
going on
But
with
Andress doesn't get like this.
Okay. How long have you known him?
For a while.
Okay, that could mean anything. All right. Maybe this is something personal for him. Maybe there is some real fear, but I don't know that, and I'm not leaving here off a whim.
Well,
I
I'm
need a
going to warn
reason.
you now that he's saying that we're going to die. And if you don't leave, that's up to you. But I want to make sure that everyone here is aware
That's fair.
that there is a warning. So
That's
if anyone
fine.
wants to come back with me, you
Okay.
can. I'm not staying.
Okay, that's fine. Quiet.
If anyone dies,
I'm gonna
it's-
walk over to the rest of with me. I kind of like push her down, and as we like move forward to the rest of the huddle, Andres says that this is bad news. If you trust Andres' gut, you can turn around.
Now, none of you know this, but Andrus, as you're kind of sitting there waiting, your horse kind of like begins to move and turns towards the path that you guys came from and just starts to run away. Now you can either try to stay or just stay on your horse.
For sure. The horse is moving in that direction.
Not towards
Away.
where they are, away.
Away.
Yeah. almost like sensing its owner's fear.
Okay, gotcha. I think I'm gonna just kind of like, like how like a rider has like signals with legs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to like pull on the stirrup, like the stirrups, and like
Yeah.
get it to stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Make an animal handling check.
18.
After a little bit, you kind of get your horse to stop. It's just kind of.
I'm gonna kind of like shakily like dismount the horse and just kind of like try to like tie it to a tree and just like shakily kind of go back in their direction. Just it's very slow steps.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like I'm trying to push myself that way, but it's not gonna be fast in any way. Maybe there will be something to allow me to like try again, but for now it's just steps.
All right. Baby steps. Your guys' conversation while this is happening.
No, you can leave if you want. I'm gonna let Ren know once Ren gets back about what was said here. But I'm not leaving regardless until Ren comes back. Alright?
That's fine. I cannot stay. Just know that I have never seen Andress so worked up. And it is a genuine terror. I don't know what's going on, but
Andress's trifle with petty slavers means nothing to me.
I don't care
Then
what
leave.
your opinion is of Andress, but this is not a petty squabble.
There are people to be feared, but not
Roland will
anything out of
kind of
order.
like turn and start to like lean up against the cliffside.
As he does that, as he like kind of leans up, she's gonna look at him and be like,
If they stay, because of you, their blood is on your hands. And
Many soldiers have died next to me.
that is not something to flaunt.
and she's gonna turn to Levi. And she's gonna be like,
You care so much about Ren. Make sure he comes back alive and in one piece, and I can help him. But I
intend to.
cannot say. If anyone wants to come with me, they can, but I am not staying. Andress is not okay. And he is my first priority right now.
and I'm gonna run back.
Well, she entered into the 30-foot range for a while.
So we're on
Yeah,
major
true.
infliction on her.
At the plus 10.
I'm waiting for the message to come through.
Reception sucks
we
up
should
here.
do is sticky notes.
He's like,
Write
"Where's
notes on
my
it, turn it into like airplanes.
Yeah, that's honestly just crumple it up.
Crumple and throw.
Crumple and throw.
Crumple and throws.
Jack and I both have awful penmanship though, so
Yeah.
something would be lost.
So
You need a scribe back
What?
there.
Plus 20 to my attack.
he goes comprehend language. Oh, it's common.
But I guess
All right.
to Ren.
Yeah.
I'd say Kieran's gonna lean against the wall and just feel the grass as he waits.
What's Corradine doing all this?
I'm gonna pick up some of the
Corin's chilling,
sand.
bruh.
Is he just chilling?
I mean, he's mostly just. He's not really saying anything right now, but
Being a
he's
wallflower.
he's thinking stuff.
He's thinking thoughts.
Just to the people here, Levi's gonna be going. Last time I ran into these people, they had some magical capabilities. I might have someone there present. They're not just cut thoughts, they're skilled. But me and one other companion were able to take out about 8 to 10 of them by ourselves.
How many were there?
I don't hear this.
About 12 that we killed.
These are circus people?
No.
She's genuinely
That's
like,
like that's real. That's real. Though, like,
Remind me,
circus is
Some
This
shady crap.
This was after the circus. These are different people entirely.
Levi.
Hey, I asked if you wanted to come with. All of you have chosen, and so far seem to have stuck with that. I'm fine with you changing your mind.
Jack, tell me when I get back to Andress. If I get back to Andress.
Yeah. It will take a minute.
I know.
Personally, I am here to protect the party. Wherever the majority goes is where I will go.
It all depends on Ren.
I know that I can help with my bow. That's why I'm here. That's the only reason I'm here.
Alright. Well, let's just wait for Ren, see what he sees.
Alright, Ren, give us those deets.
Yeah.
I'm waiting too.
Get details.
I want to know what Ren sees just as bad as you guys.
Get the
They're-
hot
the
goss
DM and
for
Zach are
us.
just flirting right now. It's like, you know, you look
The
really
piping hot tea.
They're in there.
Yeah,
They're just
like,
like, oh my
Ren
God.
sees the BAEJs and just can't comprehend.
Oh my God. He totally killed like so many of us.
It's, with Wild
I really
Shape,
don't
you
even
can
come
talk.
back. It's
In
crazy.
2024, you can talk
Alright.
with
Oh,
Wild
okay.
Shape.
Hell yeah.
Everyone,
Ew, that's so
yes.
scary.
Who's not Andrus?
Okay.
Leave the
Leave
room.
the
I
room.
want you to leave.
Yeah, baby.
I'm bringing a blanket.
Oh, this is so much faster than.
Wow. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Hey, you the man. You the man. You got this.
my grip.
Hey, get us his number.
I'm already working on that.
Don't die.
I'm not going to.
Or abandon me.
No, do abandon us.
I hope you know that my heart dropped when he said that.
Like you said what?
The Tathu clan. My heart went.
I bet.
I was like, huh?
No.
I'm like, I'm supposed to be on my
Dude,
pirate arc.
When
bro.
when you watch back, you'll see my smile.
I was
Just
like,
like when he drops that and you're just looking down at. So as you said you kind of nervously tied up your horse and started to kind of, did you walk back at all or did you just stay
I'm like,
still?
I'm like
You're kind of walking back like
one step forward, two steps forward, one step back type thing.
yeah. As you're walking, you hear something behind you, and you just look, kind of in that clearing. There's just this hourglass. It's kind of like leaning in the dirt, and it looks like yours, like you might have dropped it.
Someone there.
Like you hear from somewhere. You're not even sure.
I'm gonna start like
Perception
okay. 11.
11. You don't know where it's
I'm just gonna start like running in a direction, kind of
Yeah.
like through the trees, axes out.
from that same direction. It's almost louder this time. Utama. You kind of hear.
Where are you?
You hear it from the other side of the kind of that clearing.
Running.
Kresk! You see this kind of figure come out from behind the tree. He has this
No!
metal helmet and this gray cloth over his heavy armor with this black eye on it.
I immediately like throw the axe
Yeah.
down and like just try to like bring my arms up and I'm just gonna start casting like magic. This one would be probably a shatter.
Shatter.
Yes,
Alright. And that's a saving throw, correct? In the
shatter
area?
is an area of effect that's a saving throw. Yeah.
What's the ability?
Let me find out. It is a con.
Con. That's a 21.
Passes. So he's gonna take, depending on whatever he is. The roll is 14, so 7.
Alright.
And then there's a thunderous.
Yeah. They'll hear that. But as he kind of puts his arm up, it kind of shakes him a little bit. As you put your hands up, and this click again. Shvalkin.
I'm just gonna start sprinting
Yeah.
at him.
You start sprinting at him. What do you do?
I like reach back as like some of like the like fallen wood behind me like
Yeah.
levitates up and I fling it at him. Cast catapult.
Yeah.
That's another saving throw.
This time it's. Is it still Constitution?
No, I think it's Dex. Give me a sec.
Okay. If
Yeah,
it's Dex, it's 19. Or no, not 19, 18.
He'll save, so I just magic crashes into whatever.
Yeah.
Like
He kind of like rolls over as it kind of crashes. He kind of climbs out and looks at
I'm
it
trying to like close the distance.
as he kind of waits for you almost to get closer to him.
Mm-hmm.
Advent. As that's the last word.
And like, I would imagine I'm like getting ready to like do the
Yeah.
jump,
He's kind of like this.
and like in that moment, just kind of like
He kinda
almost like a
climbs.
frosting over my eyes.
He gets back up, grabs his sword off the ground. The drifter. Back in our grasp. led you so close. As he kind of just touches your face. Sleep now. As he kind of touches your forehead, and you just fall backwards. You can get them back in here now.
If you want to incorporate anything on
Yeah.
my document.
Thank you. Yeah, I was literally like rushing through it. I was like, shoot, I know it's somewhere here.
Bro, if he's trying to start this combat, I have my. I'm actually gonna crash out.
Hey, don't dissuade the DM. We're ready.
Oh, seriously.
Bribe the GM.
I'll give
If
you
you
a
say roll
dollar
for
if you start it.
initiative,
No, don't. This is fun.
This is
I'm
we're
done.
having a good time.
Please.
Look
say
at the
roll for
look at
initiative.
Fun! We're having fun!
Look at the below his eyelids, bro.
The
The DM is having
The
fun.
DM is having
It's
fun.
okay. It's okay.
Walk in.
Yep, we're here.
Straight.
Yes.
You said you were running back, right?
Yeah.
As you run back, you kind of crashing down the hill. Kind of hurriedly. You guys are. She's making a little bit more noise than you are comfortable with. As you're running back to the horse, you just hear this loud in the distance.
Alright, I'm running faster!
If I can say something
Yeah.
to that.
Absolutely.
I feel like, unless you don't want that to be like a race, because it's a fairly large thing, it's the same sound as when Andrews cast Shatter.
Yeah.
So to us, it would sound like thunder just struck.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay.
Oh gosh. We're
And is it still that same weather, that raining kind of like mist?
It wasn't, but I was going to say, as you do hear that noise, that's the noise you hear. And rain does start to fall.
I'm running as fast as my legs will take me.
I'm gonna.
Alright.
And then once I get to the horses, I'm gonna hop on my horse and full
Yeah.
send.
What did the rest of
grab
you do?
your
Because you
arm
did
roll.
hear that,
No.
but it almost blended in with the rain starting. to
So
fall.
it was like
Insight.
almost natural.
Yeah.
Okay.
Insight?
Yeah, insight check.
Insight check.
Because I've
On
heard.
the thunderous noise?
the sound, like
Well,
is
I don't
that
think
natural?
I'm taking it in the account of like Andrews being nervous and just being able to cash out. I've seen him cash out and like just the convenience of the situation.
So
It's up honestly to you as a player to decide what you can make with that. It was the sound. It would be the same sound as Andrus casting
Yeah.
Shatter in the distance, in that direction.
Yeah, I mean that's why I'm like thinking
Wait.
of the insight.
May I make a statement about that really
Yeah.
quick?
Yeah.
I do believe I specified the first time I cast Shatter, that's the sound of like the Boba Fett. Like,
Okay.
so it's not like
Slightly
a
different.
thunder.
But it's
But
the
it
way that
definitely
it
would
echoes
blend.
throughout the
It
valley
definitely would
is
blend.
similar.
I would say like for
But
people that
you
might
would
have
know,
a heightened
yeah.
sense, there might be a tone.
You would know.
I
That's
do
what I'm
that.
trying to kind of say. You know that that's the same sound that
Yeah,
Andrus would.
Yeah.
It would make when Andrus casts.
I'm trying.
Shatter.
Yeah, I'm trying to consider like Kieran's character. His passive perception insight is 17, so I'm trying to like take that into account of like his awareness of the situation.
Yeah.
If you don't want me to roll it, then I won't. But
Yeah.
I would like to see if I can like.
Yeah. Make an insight check.
Put your roll an insight check if
All right.
water's
Well,
wet.
I threw anyway. It's 11.
All out for nothing.
Yeah.
You don't. You aren't sure. The rest of you waiting. We'll get to you in a little bit, Ren, with your scout. All right. Stray, you're riding back. As you run down to your horse, and you begin to ride back. 20 feet, 40 feet. After a little bit, you get to this place where you left Andrus. His horse is next to the tree. Blood pouring out of its neck.
like gourd.
Like a slash from a sword. Yeah, slash from a sword. There's a portion of the ground that is like ripped out, going up against a tree, and you see Andrus's axe just kind of like in the ground in kind of the center of the clearing.
Is there anywhere, like, is there any sign of Andrus anywhere?
No.
Is there any way for me to like sense where he went?
Unless you have a way that I don't know about.
So there's no like trails. There's no
You
like.
can look for that.
I would like to.
All right. Make a perception check as you look for a sign of maybe the direction that he would have gone.
If they kill horse meat.
I'm coming for horse meat. I'm just kidding.
Dude, I just bought my horse.
So I don't see anything because it's a nat 1.
Oh, no.
You stand there,
Honey.
Estrella, you stand there in this clearing. You look around, but you almost are just like frozen in place of just confusion as the rain is just pouring down on you. It seems heavier than it was in the last couple of days. too.
She's gonna stand there. Just gonna like look around, walk around, and like. Andres? And nothing. No response, no nothing.
No.
She's gonna walk up to his axe
Mhm.
and like. She's gonna reach out to touch it.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. Is it heavy? Can she pick it up at all?
She can pick it up.
Okay.
She's worthy.
Yeah, it's this way. Just kidding. It just you suddenly sense it.
She's gonna grab the axe and then like just kind of. Cause is it like sitting like this with like the blade or like the sharp end like in the ground
It's
sticking
kind of like
up?
halfway into the dirt as it just looks like it just got like thrown down.
She's gonna kind of grab the handle and just like drop next to it, and she's just gonna like cry. She doesn't know what else to do.
You guys don't know that.
Nope. No, what?
No, we do that.
Ren,
Yes, sir.
as you are in your snake form, slithering about, this rain begins to fall as you kind of see the walls
Mm-hmm.
of this structure. Old stone walls with vines kind of creeping up this metal gate. There's two small, just like lookout spots as it kind of goes around, and it's built naturally into the hillside.
Okay.
You see a soldier of some kind switching a torch to a hooded lantern as he's kind of like putting it in there and setting it, throwing the torch to the side, closing it. He has this similar garb to, New Akrian soldiers, but much different. You can't make out too much as the rain's making it hard to see, but he has heavy armor with a really thick helmet, and it has this thick visor and this gray cloth going over his metal armor that has this black marking of some kind that you don't really make out.
Okay. I
You just see the
maintain
top
I
half.
maintain my wisdom and perception, so
Yeah.
if that changes anything.
You
but
just can't make it out as he's not really facing you, as he's kind
you
of.
said it was a black
Sure.
marking.
Is just for his note, the armor that he sees Levi wearing and the armor that he sees this guy wearing. If there is a point where it might seem reminiscent at all, he might recognize that.
Does it look
Similar.
looks similar? Okay.
Not the cloth part.
Yeah.
But the actual armor.
Okay. And so there's just the one guy outside. I would be looking.
He's on top of this.
Oh, he's
wall.
on top of the wall.
It's about like a 20-foot tall wall.
Is there anywhere that is like a little like drainage spot where water is coming out under a wall that's not like through the front door that you could slither through?
Yeah, go ahead and check. Make a
Okay.
perception check.
Perception.
So-
I'm gonna use.
Actually, I won't even make you make that check. The gate that is kind of in the place is a metal gate that seems to drop.
Yeah.
And
I'm
it's
trying to
dropped down.
avoid going through the front door though.
Okay.
So kind of out of sight, out of mind through like somewhere like
Yeah.
if there's like a trench or whatever.
As you check, there's like two little trenches
Yeah.
on the inside of the gate
Yeah.
where water's kind of flowing out. So it seems like that works as that as well. You can go ahead and check for anything.
Yeah. Ren would like slither up in that trench,
Yeah.
go up to the gate, and like be like peeping up to see if the guy up top is like snake or whatever.
Yeah, he seems to be walking, and he's not like.
Because it's a small snake
He's
too.
not
I mean,
like looking down
dark
into
snake.
the.
it's whatever snake I saw while we were
Like a
going through
dark
the
snake.
grass field. So yeah. So
Yes, yeah, he would not be paying
Yeah.
attention to you.
So yeah, go up to that.
Yeah.
Look through the gate. Do I
Yeah,
see
as you
anything?
look through the gate, there's this small courtyard. You see two covered wagons
Yeah.
on the left side. You see a large wooden door, and then it kind of goes up. This is the part that's really built into
Yeah.
the wall. There seems to be a covered area that has two side doors, and then another like almost like tower viewpoint spot
Yeah.
above the main door
Okay.
inside of it.
So from this outside section though, from what I can see, it looks like the guard walking the top is the only person outside.
Yes, you also now see there's another guard at the top above the main door,
Same-
looking at the courtyard.
Same guard.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you see on the right side of the covered area,
Yeah.
there's like 8 horses.
8.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, and this is important actually. Was the gate open?
No.
No, the gate was closed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you were able to squeeze through it because it has open.
I'm more thinking, did people leave recently? Is why I was thinking about that. Does it look like, if I were to make a poor choice and ignore Levi and go in, does it look like there's a way I could squeak under that wood door and just get a gander inside the inner halls?
You can go check.
But like, I would
You
be
can't tell from here.
take a quick sec, left and right. It's just the guards on the wall, no one in that sort of lower courtyard.
Yeah, make a perception check if you want to really be sure.
15.
It appears that there's only 2
Okay,
guards.
he'll kind of bolt as quickly as he can,
Yeah, just kinda
inconspicuous.
slip in.
Yeah.
You seem to not be noticed.
Okay.
As you make your way up to the big door.
Yeah. When I get to the door, I'm gonna look back at the guards, see if any of them were maybe alerted by anything, like because I've seen his alarm spell happen multiple times. See if anything got alerted by me entering the building. Like, did they turn around like, oh, something came in, or are they still just doing their normal walk?
Seems that the man on the wall that you can see now, because you can't see the other guy anymore
Yeah.
as you're kind of under, seems to still just be walking kind of back and forth, checking.
Okay. I'm gonna just kind of poke my head in under the wooden door if I can fit.
Yeah. So you check. There's one part where the wooden door is kind of broken a little
Yeah.
bit. Maybe rocks hit it. You can just see light. You can kind of see seem like you would be able to squeeze through.
I'll try to squeeze through and like take it to a wall or corner as fast as I can. Yeah.
As you poke through, there's this stone interior, like a small, almost like hallway, well built.
Yeah.
On either side, there's steps going down,
Okay.
and there's another wooden doorway
Okay.
across the hall.
No one in that space though.
As you enter, there is a chair kind of on the left side, and there's a guard. Similar guard, but he's much more dry, and now you see clearly this gray cloth in front of his armor with this black eye, just like the outline of an eye
Okay.
on his clothing. And then he has these gray, kind of large gray skirt.
What's the weaponry look like?
By his side
Yeah.
is a large, tall axe.
Oh, axe.
And he has a sword by his side as well. He's kind of just leaning there.
Facing any particular direction?
Yeah, he's facing where you are. He's just kind of like reaching down, grabs like a little rock, and then kind of bounces off the wall.
Okay. Is there a particular of the 2 stairways? Is there a particular one he's not facing? Like-
He's kind of watching the way down into another one. You're on the other side as you come in. He doesn't seem to be like looking at the other way.
gonna just. Are there any like tables or anything on the side of the room that I can like stay underneath?
No.
No.
There's 2 torches on the walls.
Ren's gonna go for it, just as stealthily as he can for the bottom stairs.
Make a subject.
Levi disapproves.
I'm sorry.
Top left corner.
Yeah,
Silence.
top left corner.
Levi
Levi
disapproves.
Levi, it's kind of Levi's fault.
Dude, I need to edit
Kinda?
that to like these
Well,
like green. Just like
Unless there's any modifiers as being a snake,
Let
Can I have
him hurt
advantage?
himself. Let him
because he wouldn't be looking for me and he's clearly leisurely.
Well, you can't make stealth checks without if people are looking at you.
That's fair.
he's like unless you're Batman.
Or in your
Well, I
Assassin's
mean, you
Creed.
can make stealth checks while people are looking for you, and he's not like on the alert like he's trying to.
No,
find
you
someone.
said because he's not looking at me. I said.
Okay, I meant to say he's not like actively trying to find someone.
In
He's
that, in
being
that case,
passive.
you'd be rolling against their perception roll versus their passive perception.
That's fair.
He's got it.
I'm just trying to wheel and deal for an advantage. That's all.
A classic.
Yeah.
As you poke your
Classic
head
hero.
out,
Yeah.
you see him kind of like look over in that direction. Do you continue? I'll give you a chance because you have the advantage of kind of coming out from underneath this.
Yeah.
As he kind of looks over, like he might have saw movement. Are you going to continue?
I would stop until he looks away.
you see him kind of like grab his axe and gets up.
Yeah, no, we out of there.
Yeah, and he kind of turns over. You just hear, and are you just bolting it for the
I'm
exit?
gonna go out the wooden door and then kind of like spool up in the corner of the wood door
Okay.
and wait for him to go past me outside.
You kind of spool up, and you just hear movement inside as you kind of like.
Yeah.
Huh. Must have been the wind.
No.
That's crazy. Give him another chance.
That's hate.
Just as a note, Levi's just been counting the seconds since
Yeah.
Ren has left.
How long have I been gone?
A minute and a half. I don't know. 3 minutes.
He's gonna poke his head back in and just look and see if the guy's sitting down again. If he's sitting back down, if he's still like up and around, it's like just like a eyes in, eyes back out.
As you kind of go,
Yeah.
you do the light. Before you even enter, the light, you can tell there's a shadow on that part of the door.
Okay, got it. Never mind then. I can pick up the DM signals.
Yeah.
Abort.
Just picked up the DM signals.
Get out of there.
Just now.
Oh no, I was picking up signals, but
Get
I
out
was
of there,
also
Snake.
doing what Reggie do.
Snake, you know
You've been
box.
spotted.
Yeah, I mean, he'll start to work his way out.
Snack sneak, snack observe, but most importantly, snack leave when he needs to.
Yeah.
Try not to make a Metal Gear Solid.
No, the trick is you let him see you and chase you down the stairs, and then he trips and breaks his neck.
I don't think
Just
he's gonna
leave,
do
Alright,
dude.
Are you leaving?
Yeah.
Silas is about to
You head out.
rage, bro.
No, I'm so stressed.
On the way.
Moving across the courtyard, back down the slope.
Just again, any guard that I've seen before, double checking they're in the same spots.
Yeah,
etc.
they are.
Yeah.
As you kind of go across, there's a little bit of a gap between the trees and the wall. You kind of just slither through the grass unnoticed, back down over the kind of hill down to where they are, all waiting.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna spool up right next to Levi. I'm gonna stay in a snake because there's no reason not to, and I can talk.
Oh, wait, you talk to me?
Yeah, I can talk. The snake just kind of pops up.
Okay.
So, there's.
Sorry.
It's me. Don't worry. Not the other talking snake.
Gotcha.
So there's
What'd you see?
there's a metal gate that's closed. It's a large gate. I was able to get in past it to get a better view. There is 3 guards on the outside chamber. There's 2 on the. They're all on the upper wall. It looks like they're doing patrol. They have armor kind of like yours actually, but they have like a black sort of cloth that has a.
I
They have a
killed
cloth?
some of them and took their armor because it was better fitting.
Listen, they have a cloth with like a black eye on
Yeah,
it.
I know. That's their mark.
Okay, cool. Well, I didn't. I thought it was
Well,
interesting.
that's the top though.
Inside, there's these big wooden doors,
Okay.
and there was a guard in those wooden doors with 2 stairs going
How high
down.
are the walls?
How high are the
20
walls?
feet.
About 20 feet.
You said there's 2 guards patrolling them?
3.
3?
And there's a 4th inside. No.
2.
There's 2
one
on the wall.
One on the outer wall.
2 on the wall.
One on this kind of tower above the main entrance.
I conveyed that, as well with a very good description of what the space was
2
oriented.
on the outer wall and 1 on this tower.
Ooh,
That's
1 on the outer wall, 1 on the tower, 1 inside.
okay. Where was the tower positioned?
I tell you where the tower
In the,
was
so the
positioned.
In
courtyard,
the center.
it's not going to be here, but
Yeah.
I'll just kind of draw it out
Rough
visually so
estimate.
you understand.
No, we're getting the battle map out. This is combat.
If he was
This
in
is
about
not to
about,
scale.
it would not be on the grass.
This is not to scale. So there's kind of like a little just tower, not tower, but like just like pointy stand here. That is an archway with the metal gate.
Okay, gotcha.
He's gonna look to Snake Ren.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh my.
Slytherin.
Let him finish
In the middle of
I'm an architect now.
Honestly, you're cooking.
He's still
Slytherin.
job and Kenny's
There's a
still
bunch of
trying to-
horses.
Oh, I would also tell you that there were 8 horses.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
8 horses.
There's a door here.
Light snacks.
And would you tell me about the carriages?
I'll tell you about Earthang. Everything I saw, I told you.
everything.
Except I would like leave out the detail about me trying to go downstairs.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, those are the people.
And then on the inside,
Little hats.
there's entranceway, stairway down, dude on a chair,
Dude on a chair.
Can we name him
with an
Morgan?
axe.
Morgan.
Yeah, we've
And
decided.
there's stairways down.
towards here. How?
I think we can take them.
I think so too. How high was the tower above the walls? Was
How
it
high
standing?
was the tower? He asks himself.
Master of work.
It actually.
How high
Good.
was the tower? Like 30 feet?
35 feet.
35 feet.
He's gonna lean forward. All of this for 4 people.
What?
Said all of this for 4 people.
Well, there were 8 horses, so maybe there's more deeper in down the stairs. They didn't seem to be alerted by our presence. The gate was down, so they probably didn't have anyone leave recently.
Okay. We can expect. You said there were 2 carriages there. They could have a number probably close to 16, maybe 20.
They just had armor and axes. Didn't
Yeah.
look like anything special.
Yeah. But those are just the exterior guards. Yes.
I felt like I heard Andrus's voice as I got closer.
You did.
Okay.
He's scared. And Estrella is going with him. They're not coming with us.
Okay.
Would you like to leave as well?
Well, they don't seem that bad. I don't know why he's spooked.
I think it's something personal with him.
Okay.
But the first thing we need to do when we approach is get rid of the tower guard
Well,
and
I
the
can
guard
get
on the wall.
up to the top tower as a snake and then push him off the tower.
As a
No,
snake.
I can just go back to
Okay.
personage
Him
and give
falling
him a shove.
might make a lot of noise.
Well, they're gonna know we're there regardless. Might as well get the jump on at least one of them.
No, I think we could take out both
That
of them.
could be better.
Yeah. I think we could take out. If you can get the one on the tower, if I get close enough to the wall, I can get up there using magic.
Magic is crazy like
How
that.
are the rest of us getting in?
Did you see any supplies?
Once we take out the
Did you
outer
see any
walls,
supplies?
I can
I didn't get a good
open
look
the
at
gate
any.
from the inside.
But how do we know you won't be attacked?
Ren only saw 2 people on the exterior.
If we can
I-
dispatch of them swiftly,
I think we can. If we synchronize the attack, when you strike at the man on the watchtower and I go for, if there's can anyone else get up that distance with magical means?
I can get
Fast.
up it as a snake. Well, snakes can't go up walls, I don't think.
Get up where?
Up a 20-foot wall.
Yeah.
If you get close enough. All right.
For some reason, I don't think this is as light as we're making it out to be.
Are we treating this without the caution that it deserves?
Yes.
I think we're going about this in a rather methodical way.
I will add, just so you guys have the proper information. I mentioned to you, I don't know if everyone else caught this, this whole fortress is kind of built into the side of this hill. So there is trees and stuff above where this is.
Yeah.
Okay. And it also
Oh,
could
okay.
go a lot deeper than we think it does too.
Yeah.
So you could potentially
Go from around the hill.
So
and
like the
drop
hill
down.
kind of goes up behind where the tower is.
Okay.
So you could like climb a tree and like drop into the tower. You know.
Yeah.
We
could.
We
Or
could
just
also, we could also
snipe
do
'em.
that as a group together. Move across the walls as a group.
Well, Zarena seems pretty good with the bow.
Yes,
She could shoot them in the leg
I understand, but if
or
we
the head.
Yes, regardless where we shoot them,
Snake
regardless,
smirks.
regardless how we kill them, we do it fast and we do it quietly and we do it together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Sorry, real quick. Sorry, the hill is like overhanging
Jack's like,
the
guys.
tower. So like
We could
it's
drop
hidden.
On.
It's like almost like a.
Oh.
There's like an.
Are you saying we can't get a shot on it?
You could like probably drop in it, but yeah.
But we
Like,
could
like
shoot
it.
it.
in Minecraft,
the
you know, you
guy
have
is
like the
not-
overhanging cave.
Is the guy
and
visible?
There's stuff underneath it.
Yeah. The guy is visible from the outside.
So I
Okay.
could shoot him.
You seem spooked, Zarena. Do you know these people? Or
No.
Andrew's as nervous as getting to everyone else. All right.
Listen to me. If any of you die, I'm going to kill you.
that escalated quickly.
Okay.
We're
Fair enough.
pretty much
Why are we doing this again?
always. Yeah. Why are we doing this?
You don't have to.
Oh,
These
I'm
aren't-
just curious. Is this important?
I need to see them dead. Potentially, they also have a lead for our bounty.
Listen,
If we can take one of them alive.
if seeing them dead
They're
includes us being dead, how do you feel about that?
Well, seeing as that I already am dead, I do not
Roll
mind.
it. None of the rest of us are. So shut up.
Zrena, the world would be better without these people.
But would it be better without us?
How is it different than the other groups we've fought, Zrena?
I don't know you all that well. I think Dean's a happy person. I think Ren
I forgot he's
is
here. Oh my
cool.
god.
He's just been chilling, bro.
Enough. Okay.
I'm
It's-
ready
it's-
to shoot
okay,
when you tell me.
Wait,
Okay. Then
Genuine
let's stop talking.
genuine
Do
question.
this.
They don't know we're here by the looks of it.
Yeah.
What's to stop us from going and talking to Andrus for a little while, understanding where he's coming from, and then just coming back and getting the jump on them again?
That's
Or-
smart, actually.
As you're kind of just sitting there
He was like,
listening to this conversation go on and on. Again, your arm just kind of, this mouth appears on your arm.
Yeah.
Your window is closing. You must eradicate them now.
So I was just kind of like sitting, like leaned up against a tree. I'm just gonna like stand up. We have to go now. I'm just gonna
I
start
agree.
walking
Like-
towards the thing.
Go
I-
in or go
we
away?
have to move now. They could have more
It's
numbers
now or
coming
never.
soon. If
Why
we
don't-
kill them now, when they have
You just
Can
want to
we
see them
stop?
dead. Isn't
Can
more
we stop
better so that you can
arguing
kill
and
more
make
of them?
a decision.
while we have the advantage, we should go. I'm with Cordine. Act now.
What's
or
to stop us from
stay.
getting the advantage again if we leave and come back?
We don't know if circumstances will change.
Child, you have very little experience in war.
Corpse, I don't need your opinion.
I'm gonna just walk over as I walk out the hill,
oh my gosh.
stepping on the
say
edge
she's-
of his tail.
She's so tempted to shoot another arrow into your
Get his
leg.
other calf. Get his other
Someone's
calf.
like,
I'm
"Wait, need you right now?"
I'm gonna stand next to Ren. Stay behind me.
Okay, I guess I'm
Kieran,
going too.
are you coming with me on the wall?
On the wall.
We should get.
Up magically, I mean. We should move in.
We should talk to Estrella and Andrus.
They have made up their minds. I'm not gonna try to convince them on something they don't want to do.
Alright, so
We are
Roland,
moving
you're
forward.
already moving forward.
I'm moving
you're
forward.
Moving forward.
Cordine's
You're moving forward.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna talk to Ren for just a second.
Okay,
Before we
everyone else moves forward. You guys are just.
Yeah.
Can I wild shape from a shape into another shape? Or do I have to go?
It would use
take
another
another-
charge.
But it would use another charge, but I can just go from
But you
one form
can-
to another?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna look at you and be like,
Thanks, Mr. DM.
Ren, you don't have to come if you don't want to. I'm feeling reservations about this too.
I want to see bad people dead as much as the next guy, but it's
Right.
just. It seems unsmart to not take the chance to talk to the people who have experience with these people who
I
are
agree.
talking about it and not just come back and get the jump on them another time.
Yeah.
Because they don't know we're here, so we're not losing any edge.
I mean, I do agree with you. But it seems
Also,
like
do we
now-
know that Andrus is okay and Estrella are okay? Because
It sounded like he wasn't at all.
because
And that concerns me.
a fort like this, they would maybe have like scouts that go out and do patrols or coming back from anything. I don't know. I
You
feel like
guys are-
we should just go and regroup and then have an idea of what we're getting into. Maybe Andrus knows who we're fighting. Maybe he can tell us if they have magical weaponry and we can move forwards with that information.
Ren, listen. You go find them. Okay? We will stay here. You find them. Talk to them.
Without sparing a second, he's gonna just like the snake's gonna like start to sliver and like form into a deer and just book it.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. So I'm gonna follow them.
Yeah.
As
When,
you guys, the rest of you.
How
already
high?
started
How
moving
high
forward.
is the tower?
35
The wall is 20 feet. The tower is 35 feet.
Is
All of you guys are kind of approaching.
Do we have to re-roll
stealthily?
for that?
We'll get back to that
Next.
in the next session.
Yo.
But for now,
Kieran lives.
you'll have to wait.
Thank you so much for watching.
Like and
subscribe.
So,
Thanks for watching, Frank.
thanks for watching till the end.
Thanks, Frank.
We'll catch you in the next.
W Frank. W Frank.
What will happen to this group?
Of idiots.
Someone's gonna die. And it's probably.
It's crazy
If Kieran
playing
lives,
on
then
someone's
he's
rational
again,
character.
Kieran Dex.
Crazy.